Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Zero Parades for Lost Spies. Now, in the last episode, things did not exactly go our way, and I'm going to go look at the map for a moment, particularly the Keysok roundabout. Now, we had been tasked with breaking into the secret prison and communicating with the prisoner who was held there. We were not asked to rescue the prisoner. And if you recall, when I was in the prison, I voiced a strong opinion that we would not be able to rescue the prisoner, and he was more there as a narrative device. While we were in there, we got into a bit of a scrape. Now, I had already managed to determine from the computer terminals in the Bootleg Bazaar and up here in Party Alley that the telephone line of the Miracle line was operating out of somewhere in the Keysok area, a roundabout area. I'd gone and spoken to the Miracle line, probably didn't need to do that. From the computer up here, upstairs through the fire escape, I'd learned the location, I believe, of the Miracle line, or the phone number. And then from the pylon here, I did manage to trace the line back to the Keysok roundabout and learned that if I got to the computer terminal back here in the bazaar, I could send some kind of signal to the Miracle line to make it malfunction, which would, display its whereabouts more specifically to me, but also do something else. I didn't have the knowledge to glean any particular details as to how significant that malfunction would be or what form it might take. I was also aware that there was a security guard down here by the door who wouldn't let me into the building, and I didn't want to use the intercom because I didn't want to announce my intention. If I had used the intercom to it, bear in mind, I've done no looking up stuff, right? This is just me all summarizing things. If I had, maybe I could have recognized the voice of the woman from the Miracle line and realized that she was operating the phone sex line as a side job while she's here guarding the prisoners and torturing them. The guard was absent during the night, and my spy, experiencing a sense of strong dramatic urgency, decided this was the opportunity to lower the water level in the lock, and that while the game might not have someone come and raise the water level again, as soon as they noticed it had been lowered, it was probably good for me to get straight in there while the iron was hot, as it were. I suspect the game might have allowed me to go away and come back and have it all still be lowered. I'm not sure if I'd be allowed to raise the water level again, come back the next day, give the bottle to the little girl and her father, wait till the next night and lower the water level again. As it turns out, we infiltrated the secret prison and communicated with the prisoner, but we were then captured and tortured by the mysterious redhead, whose hair was black on her character model and in her portrait. In fact, the single most mysterious thing about her is how anyone could consider her hair to be red. I have a couple of theories. Maybe it was dyed black and with visible red roots. That's one. Second theory. Red hair is most common in Scotland and Ireland, and the actress playing the woman on the Miracle line had a distinct Irish accent. It was quite a nice Irish accent. In fact, there are nice Irish accents, there are not so nice Irish accents, and hers was quite a pleasant one. Third idea, it is probably quite blatantly possible that at some point during the game's development, that character was supposed to have red hair, quite possibly because of the accent of the Irish playing the role, or the accent they wanted for the role, and then they decided that was too stereotypical and changed it. Maybe they tried her with red hair, and it just didn't look so good in the scenes in that location, and the black just worked better with the lighting and whatever. I'm not sure. I suspect they called her the mysterious redhead before her character art was done. By character art, I'm including the character model. And by that point, they'd forgotten, and they didn't go back and just change it to be like mysterious woman or mysterious, dark-tressed, raven-haired Avenger or something, Anyway, it's an amusing inconsistency, and I'll probably point it out a few more times at some point in the future. I'm not sure our paths will cross again, and I'm not sure we'll be able to infiltrate the secret prison a second time. However, I strongly suspect that if we had been able to find the information as to how to send a signal from that terminal to the Miracle line and mess up the electronics in the building, our infiltration would have probably gone significantly differently. For example, we might have been unable to open the electronic locks. Or we may have been able to open them, but it would have messed up the woman's surveillance system and she wouldn't have noticed we were in the building. However, we would have then probably had to speak to her on the intercom at the door to realise this was the place to target. This was a place to go after sending the signal, essentially. And she would then recognise us, especially if she'd heard us before. So, I suspect, since I did learn earlier that it is possible to regain access to the roof here as part of a later quest involving the I'm Your Guy, telecoms guy who's trying to do repairs for Renatel Repairman, and he's only here at night and he's trying to get in. If that's a later quest, that may not have started yet, and I may not have needed to rush in here anywhere near as quickly. Interestingly, after our capture and torment, which did cause us to lose a skill point because we were so overburdened and exhausted because we didn't go and rest overnight, then come back here and try this, because we had the narrow window of opportunity while the guard was asleep somewhere to get in there and lower the water level and open the water lock, or rather close it, but manipulate it essentially. I would have preferred to rest and then come back here later, but I didn't know if he would be gone every night. I just didn't know. Now, it's entirely possible someone out there will be able to successfully find the information to send the signal and interfere with the secret prison. Am I going to reload and put... No, I'll just accept it and move on. That seems like a challenge for a future playthrough, and something most players are unlikely to succeed at on their first playthrough. Will I play the game again in an attempt to gain that result? Well, it's possible, but I might also just decide to allow this to be the definitive version of the game for me, from my experience, and that can be something for someone else to find out. However, I'm still speaking about, my opinions and experience about it and how I think it might play out differently and possibilities, because, hey, if any of you want to go try that sort of thing, and if you've managed it or you know someone who has, want to let me know, awesome, maybe I'll get to watch someone else do that at some point in the future. I did get a comment on a video recently saying the person liked this game a lot and not a lot of people were covering it. I suspect a lot of people are not covering this game because of the behaviour of the company after the release, well, between the first game and this one. A lot of the people who worked on the first game have left the company and are off doing their own projects. I'm aware of some of them, I'm not aware of others. I understand that apart from some dodgy corruption and someone, stealing money from the company, someone quite high up or something, or being wanted for fraud, I can't remember all the details. The company was also playing people off against each other to make them feel so uncomfortable they wanted to leave, to get rid of staff so they wouldn't have to pay them after the game was made, and things like that. Very, very, very dodgy, sort of nasty tactics. So after the first game came out and received great applause, the company information came out and they got a bit of a bad reputation. So it's possible people are punishing the company, not necessarily the people who worked directly on the game. I'd also say the game feels shorter and it doesn't seem to have the same soul or depth that the first game had. For example, we only have 15 skills, and Disco Elysium had, 21 skills or something? It had a lot. And almost every single one of those skills had a distinct personality or personal bias. Here, the skills feel quite cold, calculated observers. They don't personify very much. They don't embody the skill. They're just sort of informing the player, as it were, with a little bit of summarization and deduction from time to time. And my gut feeling is that this is going to be a significantly shorter game, especially as this dame here got herself captured and skipped 2 days forward in time. She was unconscious for less than 48 hours because she was asleep from some time in the night till sometime the morning after, and got heavily electrocuted, and it wasn't very good. I wonder, since the difficulty of avoiding capture in the prison was so high that I would have had to invested very heavily in that one particular skill to stand a chance, or gone in there heavily informed and prepared after a few more days preparation, I wonder if the amount of time and effort and energy would have to take that skill to that level, apart from having a very extreme character build favouring that skill at the start of the game, if the amount of time it would take to build up to have a decent chance of passing that test would have brought us to about the same point in the timeline. So that essentially, the other thing is we may have missed out on some time-sensitive quests that may have occurred in that time that we were out cold. I don't know. I'll just get to find out as part of our adventure. But yeah, so the skills don't seem to have as much depth. The descriptions are much shorter. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the other similar games I've seen being made have even less skills with apparently even shorter descriptions, alright? And it'll be interesting to see what they are like when they come out. I am currently tracking 2 or 3 of them. I mean, at some point I want to go back and start playing the other one that I don't think was a successor. I think it was just an inspired by. So there's Hopetown, in which you play as a journalist, by some of the same creators who worked on the first game. Where's the other one now? Soul Diagnosis, set in a hospital in which you appear to be a doctor diagnosing characters. There appears to be only 12 skills, with names like Lizard Brain, which are, quite familiar from Disco Elysium. I don't know if any of the same developers are working on it, or if it's just a inspired by. And of course, I did play a little bit of Esoteric Ebb, which I would like to get back to at some point. Which I don't feel was a successor game, but rather simply a inspired by game. Now currently we've got a lot of things to do, but the main one is to speak to this girl and ask why she withheld information from us earlier. Probably because she did not trust us. After that, we could we? What else? Redacted, of course. Great. This reminds me of the company in Tiger Tiger by Ivan Bester, or Alfred Bester. I think Alfred Bester, because I always seem to think Ivan for some reason. Not the evil corporation. They had a subcontracted company who would arrive and distract someone so that they couldn't focus on things. And the distractions included a clown, a knight, I don't think there was an astronaut, but I can't remember specifically. And they would appear to... the main time I remember them appearing was to distract a guest so that he couldn't concentrate while being guided through the teleportation maze to make his way out of the building. So that he wouldn't be able to come back in and find his way through the maze by having these, agents there to distract him. So we want to ask her why she told us Tempo didn't gain the device when the man in the prison told us that he did. Yeah, let Kurt know how much he owes for Taylor. Called Bruce in Party Alley. This doesn't look like Taylor. This looks like loads of little televisions or microwave ovens, but mostly televisions. I'm probably not going to pursue this task because it feels very immoral. And we have a lot of loose ends. Finish now. Contact with secret prisoner. I suspected he was there for narrative purposes and couldn't be freed. However, something somewhere mentioned that one of the things we'd be doing in this game is trying to reform our support network, including old contacts and new. Oh yeah, we found one, didn't we? What's wrong with Pseudopod? That ended because we gave him the medicine and never got to learn more about the red disc, apparently, somehow, for some reason. This, I think we completed successfully, and that was pretty good. Now, we've obtained the Eager Wolf. We should definitely tell the children about the Eager Wolf. Old asset Esti is the Emter head of human capital, still living under... We should definitely go see her and hope she doesn't betray us. And if she does, we can... Where are we? Play the eternal victim and be like, yeah, she always had it in for us anyway. Discover memories of the old crew. Oh, yeah. So I should blatantly interact with that old photograph again. And see if I can get any new memories from it. For now, though, I'm going to try not to sneeze. And fail. and see... Oh no, this is ridiculous. We're in the middle of a blooming heat wave and I'm sneezing. At about 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll see what this young girl has to say for herself.
Stray spies still wandering around, looking for their forever home.
I see, yeah. So, I found the old Lusian. I'll definitely bring that up. Bad news, Yana. Word on the street is that you're not Moonglow. And she's like, I don't want to be like those stupid twat teenagers who dressed like idiots anyway. We don't want to... So yeah, I found the old Lusian.
Alive?
She stiffens, hones in on you.
Her safety catch flips to off.
Really? She's ready to rip us to pieces? For now, probably. I didn't actually see him. Just talked to him.
Where?
Secret jail, you were right. In the basement of a literary magazine office. You know, she's tough. She feels like she's independent. But if I give her the information... That's opera business now. Back off. I think if I give her the information, I don't feel she's going to necessarily act on it. But I think she'll believe I'm taking her more seriously. In the basement of a literary magazine office.
Last place he expected to find himself, I bet. Would be funny if it wasn't.
Emter got him. Know anything about them?
So, not the Weeping Eye. Emter. That one's the big bank, right?
The Empire Without Territory. Yes.
Seems like they found some territory then, if he's currently chained up in it.
Interesting, the M of Empire, the Ter of Territory, but no without. It's more like the Empire with Territory.
What's he giving them? Are we fucked?
Some sadistic woman tied me up and electrocuted her. I gave her nothing. I went toe-to-toe with the enemy. I know nothing about you or the deal. I'll let her know some psycho woman was on the case.
Shit. Pretty hardcore.
An approving, surprised look. I think I gave her more than nothing.
Maybe you are the real thing. Or the closest we've got. Thanks for coming through, Hershel.
Yana, who is this old Lusian guy? Or I think we can trust the prisoner for that. No, we'll ask, who is he?
I honestly don't know. Temple never said anything about him. Which was strange. Most of the time, he can't wait to tell you about his latest secret.
Yeah, that is strange.
This one? He was terrified from the jump.
Half a city away, an old man hunches on a damp mattress and thinks of the odd stranger who went through so much effort to find him.
Now, this is more like Inland Empire from Disco Elysium, in all fairness.
This old prick say anything else?
He's really not the biggest fan of Temper right now. He wants me to get him out of jail. Send him to the super block. Sure, I can throw that in there.
And what's that gonna cost you?
No one's named a price yet.
Well, we've got to do something about him, haven't we, Hershel? Loose fucking end. Someone's gonna trip and break their neck.
The girl watches you, dancing her cigarette back and forth in front of her face. The device. Ask her about the device.
I was going to. That's why I originally came here.
Speak your piece.
One other thing. That device the old guy smuggled out of Luz for Tempo. He's pretty sure he gave it to you.
Who do you trust? Me or this clapped up old clown?
He was very certain he gave it to Tempo.
Oh, that mega violator. Yeah, sure, I got it.
You mean the one you mentioned earlier and told me you didn't have?
No backhanded retort. No reflexive insult.
She's been caught. She's just admitted it. I knew a woman a bit like this some years ago now. She was a very dishonest person. Told me many, many lies. I'm pretty sure most of them were fairly insignificant, and I could almost always tell when she was lying, but not what she was lying about, which was infuriating, as I often didn't push it. However, she would lie and contradict herself at times, and when I called her out on it, she'd just accept it and be like, okay, and carry on with the truth, but not acknowledge the lie, just, sort of accept that she'd been caught. After I'd known her for a couple of years, however, she stopped doing that, and instead she began doubling down on her lies and just making things worse for herself, and it didn't end well. Dante said it's a really rare bootlegging device.
Rarest you've ever known. One of a kind, even.
So we got, and you're a pretty unusual girl, Yana. Or, so you do know how it works, or... He said I really need to see it in action to understand. Yeah, but then she might use it on us. So you do know how it works?
Yeah. Intimately.
Is it a fucking dildo? This mega violator.
Impossible.
That would screw us over to... Okay. +8, so we'd need like a... Oh, 5? Yeah, okay, we'll just roll it. Oh, just.
A memory passes through an older memory, and each calls the other a ghost. Both leave a little of themselves within the other.
When do you get so slow, Hirsch?
Tempo?
Me. I'm right here. Always have been.
Is this... from Ghost Recorder? Or is it just from a conversation? No, you're actually very dead. No, this is a memory. We're remembering a conversation. Can't be, can it? So, is all forgiven or what?
Don't be an eager cunt. You haven't done anything yet.
True.
But you're on the right track, and you're here.
Are we actually collecting the ghosts of our former crew members? And they're all going to chime in, like the skills, and add more depth to the game. That would be quite interesting.
You think Taxman, prized fucking asset, wouldn't hold up his end of the promise? I told him, Cascade or nothing.
That grunt on the nothing was good. It added more depth to his character, to his voice.
Person to person.
Now, have we phased out and ignored what she was saying, or is this just continuing immediately from her? Yeah, intimately. She's seen it working for one person, using it on another.
He is there and not there. All your senses twitch at the eeriness, at the undeniability of it.
Yana, you're Tempo, aren't you? I did suspect this a while ago.
The girl stops out her cigarette, steady yet forceful, suddenly engrossed in the act of crushing.
Especially she seems to have kind of come from nowhere.
How you been, Hirsch?
Mismatched eyes find yours.
I've missed you around.
Whoa, how can some device make copies of people? It might not make copies, it might change them. Why did Tempo want a copy of himself? To get rid of the old one? Go deep undercover? Not fully sold on this. Sounds like some kind of insurance scam or pyramid scheme. Okay. We'll go with the why first. Why did Tempo want a copy of himself?
Because Tempo was scared of everything.
And are you a copy, or has he transferred into you, essentially?
He wanted the backup. He thought they were gonna kill him. Keen prediction.
Black cigarette ignites behind glitter-spangled palm.
There's that they again. The oft-invoked nemesis of you.
Yep, they, group. You, me, singular. What about you, Yana? Are you they, or are you us?
I'm me.
Right, close enough for now. Are you? From what you're telling me, here, you're not even that.
I'm a work in progress then. At least I know what I'm aiming for.
She looks down. Okay, so we got the whoa there, so we can be Bill and Ted. How can some device make copies of people?
They're more like bootlegs. Imprints, I think they call them.
You, but from a dream?
Sounds impossible, right? I thought so too, but clearly, a little bit possible.
She spreads her arms. How?
Witchcraft. It's like a bad mirror. A wishing well for your loose dreams, for all the inner colors of you.
You know the worst part of this? Her name is Yana. In Doctor Who, the face of Bo told the Doctor, "You are not alone." In New Who, not Disney Who or Classic Who. And later on, he met Dr. Yana, who was the Master in disguise. So deep in disguise, not even Dr. Yana knew he was the Master. But of course, Yana, you are not alone. So with her being, what's his name? Taxman, Tempo. It's like he was not the only Tempo. She's Tempo as well. Gonna need specifics. Wait, what are your inner colours, Yana? Yeah, I'm gonna need some specifics.
It starts with a memory or something. But don't ask me, I was considerably fucking hypnotized for most of it.
So, Tempo hypnotized you? Maybe the machine did.
Kind of. He just gave me a load of ketamine, which I'm pretty sure isn't in the official manual. But you have to be like a blank slate. Totally receptive, basically comatose.
Yeah, I'm thinking Pseudopod was trying to do something similar. Especially with that red disc.
A weave of city away. The being formerly known as Pseudopod twitches in his dream.
What did I just say?
There were pictures on the wall projected from the machine, and I think an image of Tempo as a kid. Like I said, fucking witchcraft.
What are your inner colours, Yana?
Darker than I remember them.
That's probably true. This is apparently a lot to process. I'll have to do some processing. What kind of millennial American bullshit is this? Sorry, American youngsters have recently started saying that's a lot to process, or I'm going to have to process this. It's like, I'm sorry. Did you not twig in like a matter of seconds? Why do you have to go and process the information? It's right there. You've absorbed it all. You've taken it. Have you not? Did you not fucking think with your mind and brain? Did it not come into your fucking head when it was like beamed at you? You stupid twat. You know, how thick are you? As a counter to that viewpoint, I once knew a guy who was a theatre critic. And after he'd watched a play, I asked him, "How do you feel about it?" And he said, "I don't know yet." I thought, okay, that's odd. You don't know what your first impressions are. You're going to need to take a few days. So these people must do the same thing. I think it must come from their education system, where they're like bombarded with information. Maybe they're then told to go away and process it. And then, I don't know, right? It's like, how did you not process it as it was coming in? Like your fucking brain does every time you fucking hear something or see something, you know.
I don't have shit of his memories either. So let's not play 20 fucking questions. I'm just him now, and that's it.
And you agreed to this process. Was her life that crap, or was she offered something really good, or what?
There was rain in my head, Hirsch. It was always raining, and it was always midnight beyond the clouds. I wanted...
A bit of sunshine?
I don't know. Not that.
Did you find it, we could ask? Or, I personally would not go to such lengths, but maybe that's just me. Can you go back to being just you if you want? Probably not. So I will ask, did you find it?
Not really. But it stopped raining, at least.
Okay, so the clouds are still there, but it stopped raining. That's something good. Can you go back to being just you if you wanted? She's probably going to say, no, I don't think I can, or I really wouldn't want to.
And why would I want that?
You might miss yourself. I don't know, variety? We'll go with this. Maybe you made a rash decision.
Nothing rash about it. Trust me, I've been thinking about this for a long time.
You've been thinking about it for a long time after. I'm not sure you were thinking about it for a long time before.
Anyway, this is a forever kind of deal. And the deal is, I deal with it. Move the fuck on.
Right, am I a copy of Hershel? Probably not because of the old photograph, and me being in it. Could there be copies of me? Could the woman in the prison be trying to do something like that to me? Right, so if the woman in the prison could do that to someone else, clone me into them essentially, while she was torturing me, like the prisoner in the cell on the other side of the door, she could then question that person and get all the information out of them that she wanted from me. She doesn't need the information from me at all. Although she probably needed a lot of information from me to do that. And what does it feel like now?
It feels like I can't quite remember myself. Like I'm watching myself through dream glass. All smudged and smeared.
Could explain why she's not too keen on getting too close to her on and off boyfriend. She's a young woman who's been brainwashed to be a gay man. Which, yeah, means she should probably still be attracted to men, but it also means it's like really weird for her as a woman. And she's got other problems, like the fact that she's a constant chain smoker. She might not have smoked so much before.
Like a day-old phone number written on the back of a young hand.
And Tempo having her manage the markets for him for a while probably gave her time to learn before he changed her, right? Allowed her to familiarize herself with the area, let people become familiar with her before he made the change. Didn't have her like pop out of nowhere. And I think there was an indication they'd been seen together a few times in public initially. So like you're very high basically, got it. Is that what being very high is like? Keep going, I really need to know how this works, somehow, for some reason.
I watched a lot of TV as a kid. Whenever there was a bad storm, the blocking antennas would get fucked and we'd see pieces of Luthien TV breaking through, all weird and wavy.
Right.
That's how it feels sometimes. Like a signal error. Hearing someone else's thoughts and now they're yours. But the static's not the thoughts. It's my mind trying to make sense of them.
So you haven't got two people in there or something then? Or someone should hit you on the side of the head, that usually works. No, we go with that. So you haven't got two people in there?
Nope. Just me. But also there's more me now. Outside the coverage zone.
Whoa, dude, Bill and Ted are fucking shit.
Yeah. Curse go forward, curse go back.
Didn't hear the slow inhalation there, but okay.
You remember him saying that a long time ago. Chant-like. A little ritual.
Tempo is in some weird schemes, but this one's singularly weird. Yeah, but it's not like he commissioned the device. He found out, discovered then. But he must have known about the device while he was saying this stuff to me years ago. right? So this is a slow burn, a long scheme. I'll hand it to Tempo. This is the sickest persona I've ever seen. Or, Tempo, brother, you lost weight and gained hair. It's jokey, but she might like it. But she is pretty gritty and serious, so maybe she won't like it. Yeah. The word persona here, I'm going to take it to mean a front you put on, something you project, something you show through behavior and appearance, not in the way that the Persona series of computer games uses that word. But they might mean it that way, especially if she's a teenager. I don't like that. Tempo's in some weird schemes. This is this the general placeholder one in case you don't like any of yours? Ah, sod it. We'll go with a bit of a tension breaker. Tempo, brother, you've lost weight and gained hair.
Is that all you've got to say? Nothing but stupid fucking jokes.
Why didn't you just tell me this from the start?
Because there's a lot at stake. Because I didn't know whether you were on my side, let alone dependable. And because you were pretty late.
Yeah, if the boatman remembers Tempo's voice directly telling him Cascade or nothing else, he must have told him fairly recently, so not as long ago as... But still, us being very late, that can make sense. I know, sorry. Yes, message received, please stop bringing it up. I knew I would be, Tempo. What, knew I'd be late, or you knew I would be on your side? I think this would work with Tempo and not with her, so we'll go with that. Yes, message received. Please stop bringing it up.
Also, I really didn't think you'd believe me. I mean, I wouldn't.
And yeah, doesn't it chime a distant chord? The Lusian political elite being strange copies of themselves.
Immortality for the ruling classes. This device must be how the Lusian ministers imprint themselves on each other. Or, yeah, we go with that.
Yeah, the pricks in power fire it up whenever they need a new politicant. All from one guy bootlegging himself over and over for like 300 years. According to Tempo, anyway. But when we covered intra-Luthean relations in history class, they didn't say shit about it.
A toss of her hair mid-breath.
A theory often dismissed as rumour, but taken more seriously on the top levels of the Operant Bureau. The Lusian political ministry are all identical psychic graphs of the same ancient philosopher.
You know, I'm going to say it. As I read the word political, as the narrator said the word political, I read the word politicant. Yeah, I read along with the narration. So what?
Just what on earth has Tempo encircled you in here?
Well, something bad. We are anxious again. And we probably might be able to fix that with some booze after this conversation. Let's hope it doesn't go over the top and cost us another bloody skill point. Tempo.
It's Yana. Just one Yana.
But Yana, you are not alone. This is very messed up, but I believe you. Yeah, I missed you too. You know what, given how badly we betrayed these people and messed up, it might be good to try and mend our friendships a bit. I'm sensing heavy sarcasm here. Sure. I missed you too.
That's good then. Nice to be missed.
This could explain how she's not very Moonglow. If she's middle-aged, drug-addicted gay guy inside. not exactly teenage girl kind of stuff going through his head. That weird illusion device, where have you stashed it? And she like it was... There's no way it was a one-time thing. Is that it? Right behind her.
Right here. It's mystical fucking gear, Hirsch. I hardly threw it out.
Good.
From beneath her chair, she pulls out a small console device, about the size of a dinner tray. Coloured buttons flank a large, dark screen.
Yeah, well, don't use it on me.
What is this thing? At first glance, it could pass for some unmarked consumer novelty. A portable television, or a handheld game system.
Oh, this is the James Bond option right here. The Mega Violator. Tilt your head. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. That's kind of ominous. You getting that? Shout into the machine. Tempo, are you in there, brother? What is this? The Goblins webcomic or something? Where the goblins all start... No, it's not the goblins, is it? It's, Min-Max and his mate, the dwarf, who keep calling each other brother all the time because they've just survived so long together. I can't remember the dwarf's name, but it does start with an F. The Mega Violator. Cool.
Yeah, it hasn't got an actual name anywhere on it. That's part of what's cool about it.
Because they don't want people to have any reference numbers or catalog information to go look it up and try and trace it.
This is the thing that made me what I am.
She presses one palm against the other and gives it a quarter turn. Does it still work?
Nope. Fucked. Needs batteries. Special lithium batteries.
Well, that's... Do you need me to get some? Oh god, are you planning on imprinting Tempo on the young boy later on? Just keeping him close as a backup insurance policy? That would be cruel and really nasty and manipulative, but the kind of thing Tempo might do.
Might be better for you to, hang on to it or something.
The girl holds out the console to you. Really? Wouldn't it be better to just keep it hidden? I run into people and could get robbed.
Jackpot.
Hello? And she's just willing to give it to me? Yeah, never mind Yana lied when she said Tempo did not receive his end of the bargain. How about Yana lied by omission when she didn't tell us she was Tempo? That warrants some kind of information here, doesn't it? Why do you want me to have it? So I can use it on someone later on, probably. Could be best to leave this switched off permanently. I doubt it's the... Right, if this is the only copy of the device, the illusions would move heaven and hell and, bring in an army to search the place. But it would definitely explain... I think this is a copy of the device, and not the only copy. Okay, I'm intrigued. The Culture War has just accepted delivery of its first hyperweapon. Has it now? I fear the sins I may commit with this. We were a communist, and our bosses like having communists work for them. So what would our organisation want us to do? Not that we're particularly affiliated with them at the moment. We're not sure if we even are involved with them at all. It might be best to leave this turned off permanently, but let's ask, why do you want me to have it?
Because it reminds me I'm basically some failed test pressing.
You're wanting to get rid of the reminder.
Also, you seem like you're in a load of shit, Hirsch. Maybe you need a backup yourself. So do me a fucking favor.
Oh god, is this how I could sell my heart to the heartless guy who keeps wanting to buy it? by making a backup of myself and then letting him kill me. You're pushing it pretty hard. Alright, give it to me. If I get batteries for it, I think this might close down a future quest line. I don't imagine I'll be able to get the batteries, bring them back to her, and then pick up the device and say, okay, let's go take this and do something with it. I'll take it, but only so that nobody else uses it, for now.
And no, it did not come with an adapter. But it does have cocaine in the seams, and a little bit of nose blood.
I don't think cocaine is the adapter.
Speak your piece.
No, we're good for now, Yana.
And yo, Hirsch, that operation with Acid Scarf, dating the weird headphones guy, I'm pretty sure it's about the imprinting device.
I'm pretty sure it is too. What a coincidence.
He probably knows I have it. Or had it. Because now you've got it.
And now if he comes looking for it with you, you won't have it. And he'll know you helped us when we knocked him over. So that's why you wanted to give it to me. That's okay, Yana. I'm a major international spy. Danger clings to such a position. Allegedly. Yeah, that's just pointing out the obvious. Maybe trying to reassure her a bit. I think she's confident enough not to need that. So yeah, it's okay, Yana. I'm a major international spy. Danger clings to such a position.
I'm highly fucking acquainted.
Yeah, I know, but the other option was even more insulting, really.
She takes a deliberate drag. Eyes on you one moment, the cigarette the next.
Right.
Let's have each other's backs, Hirsch. It's less scary that way.
Absolutely. Now, before things get any worse, it is like 5 in the evening, so we are going to get a rest at some point. Anxiety for delirium. No, not so good. Oh, wait, are we doing the circle here? We swap anxiety for delirium, then delirium for fatigue or something? What we got here? Gain status deeper sleep, which could then be used with the Lusian imprinting device, probably. Oh, this is messed up. Would we use this to imprint our dead allies on ourselves so that we would essentially be taking the doppelganger skill to a whole new level? Okay. Let's think about this for a moment. Tools, clothing, drug. It looks so much like Haribo. I'm not kidding. The hard gummies. There we go. So we would free to wait. That's for special schnapps. So we're not going to take that. Or is it this one? Ultra concentration. I think it's this one. So if I don't take either of those, I take the Shard Mezcal. Right? Then we smoke some Lusian cigarettes. And we're back to being reasonably operational. 55% of the way to our next skill. And get a lead on the weird headphone guy from Marco. That's not going to end well. You know, if we ignore the hair, this could be Tempo in a coat with the device, so it's headphones. Hang on a minute. Because yes, that does look more like her hair. Headphones guy. Big coat, big collar, right? Okay. And a lot of the game's core art does feature, like, the dead heads of Hershel's former allies all listening to headphones. So let's see if we can go find this tailor before it gets too late. It might be too late to give the booze back to the guy and his daughter now, because she seems to have gone away. What's this? Some Rumba canned coffee. Okay. We head up here. No. The ringing feels like it came from another reality. This is probably the phone I was supposed to come to talk. Let's look around first. A few meters away, two girls dance as they're watching their favourite pop star do 1,000 times. Their movements perfectly synchronized. Happy to disappear into the life of another. No, it's probably not for someone else. I'll pick up the phone. You take a deep breath. And get hypnotized.
There is no response. Just the sound of your own breath against cool plastic.
That was a very wheezing breath. Hello? Keep it I wouldn't have put the question mark on there. I would have just gone with hello. So that whoever is on the other end of the line doesn't feel that we're not expecting this. Yeah, so we feel confident.
Looks like you missed your tram.
Melita, thank you for being back.
But at least you didn't get yourself zeroed out. So thank you for that.
You're not supposed to call me on this line. Fuck off, you were going to let me rot. Oh no, that... No, it's fuck off. You were going to let me rot. So, yeah. This is literal. Because in English you can also go, fuck off. It's like, get lost. We're not... As part of a sentence. Be like, fuck off, you were going to let me rot. As in, there's no way in hell you were going to let me rot. Mel? What is this?
Just a casual phone call between old friends. We've got a lot to catch up about.
Are we finally going to meet? Whose heart was that on the message? Really good question.
You really went off script back there. We're lucky an old associate reached out and filled us in.
Not answering the question, but what does her answer tell us? It tells us she's uncomfortable addressing that question. She's not comfortable saying, I don't think that's important. Is she dismissing it? Maybe. But she's also blatantly avoiding it.
Today, 0 soul down.
Oh, come on. That's fucking huge. And it's gone. Oh, it's a flashing billboard. Got it.
Artificial dreams flicker against the wall. Fleeting promises of what could be yours for the price of a few soul.
It's also the 0 for the being killed or rubbed out, wiped out. Was it my heart? A message from my alter self? Oh my god, if Melita is an alternate copy of us. If I say this and she doesn't know anything about it, that's going to get wheels turning in her brain and making her wonder, what the fuck am I talking about? We know Hausman helped us, but maybe she was the one who signed the little heart on the end of the message. That's what we're essentially asking. You can get telepathy. What if Hausman is a copy of us, right? You pulled it off. I told you you would. I pulled it off. I told you I would. Wow, I misread that, didn't I? 0. Ooh. Because Sol also is short for the sun. As in solar, Solaris. You can tell the party I don't have to go back to the You can tell the party I don't have to go back to the freezer. But this is so intriguing. I'm going to go with it. Was it my heart? A message from my alter self?
That's between you and yourself, I'd say.
Ooh, so that could be yes, a confirmation. And in that case, she is not our alternate self.
You know, I've heard in the developed world they have semioticians who insert secret meta messages into advertisements.
Yeah, no kidding.
Summer, get out of...
The city. Moss and lichen removal. 0 sold out. Whatever, listen, the Grand Lich is coming to Portofino. He's negotiating some kind of secret treaty with Emter. Moss and lichen. Yeah, sure.
Messages that bypass the mind's conscious defenses entirely, going straight from your senses into your preconscious.
Okay, let's look at the big 0. Out. Lichen. They want us to kill the Grand Lich.
Moss and lichen removal.
Yeah.
Your task etches itself in the folds of your subconscious.
No, fuck this. No fucking way, okay. 0. Out.
Shh, operant.
Exactly, we shouldn't have said
Not
it.
everything that can be said should.
True. False advertising, yeah, no kidding. And this was probably our task all along when we came here. We just didn't necessarily know it.
A bird passes across the beam of the projector, casting a lunatic shadow as it goes.
Oh. What if I use a machine to imprint myself on lichen? Right, to wreck him so he can't be him anymore, so any time I then try and copy him, it messes up because it copies me instead. This is what the assignment's always been about, isn't it? Or, I was right, this whole thing was a simulation. Tempo's message, it said, all will be forgiven. Is this what he meant? If that's the job, that's the job. I don't know, Mel, this feels heavyweight, man. It's like to... let's go with this. I was right. This whole thing was a simulation.
No, not a simulation. A prologue.
Ugh.
You said this was way bigger than you and Pseudopod, and you were right.
Can we get back to you saying we should talk and not here, implying you actually wanted to meet up face to face?
Already the outlines of the whole picture are beginning to shimmer. Your fingers tingle at the chance to fill them in.
I think I should tell Tempo about this.
Assassinate a high-ranking foreign official. Return to the Operant Bureau's graces. This is the offer that's been extended to you.
Hold on, I only said that stuff ironically. That's being said to her. It's like, no, I said it. It doesn't matter if I was being ironic. The fact is, anyone could be listening in. And this is like a public line. This isn't the protected line that I'm supposed to use to contact her. The scrambled line. So I just shouldn't draw attention to it. You sure this is the way? Or... Alright, Mel. Let's roll the bones.
Dice cupped in the Manusbati, ready to be flung across the board.
She does sound so cold and not detached, just kind of drained, emotionally exhausted.
Let's talk about what you need now. A plan, a tool, some friends.
A plan? Where do we begin? Should we really be having this conversation in public? Or is the phone line of a photo studio compromised now? A tool, what do you have in mind? I have something already, but hey.
I was thinking something discreet, portable, quiet.
Funny you should mention that. It's almost like you know about something you shouldn't.
A pistol with suppressor, either built in or attachable.
Sounds like me. Something like me, in other words. In others' words. I'd rather have range and stopping power. How about a shotty for a hot shoot? That's loud. No. We go. Yeah, sounds like something like me, in other words.
Ha.
Okay, we got some kind of emotional response out of her.
Sadly, we haven't got the time nor the connections to arrange a proper import. This one's going to have to be procure in theater.
Yeah, it's going to be disastrous. Maybe I can make it with bits of the train.
Opera speak for your problem.
Yep. I was hoping you'd left me a nice gift-wrapped surprise. That's more like the kind of thing a spy would say. Shouldn't ask what I do, just sarcastic, because it's open to interpretation and people would have to know what I was talking about.
I told them we should have stuffed something in the fax machine. Alas, my request was deemed
The fax machine, which wasn't working anyway. Oh, and we've somehow magically got money from the telephone.
I think a quiet purchase is best. Less paperwork. How you arrange that is up to you.
Okay, well I might have a magazine with instructions on how to make a homemade gun. Not that I'm going to tell her that.
Otherwise, the street hustler and man of many endeavors.
Yep.
He's
Got him.
your lead.
I could say I think I know where to look. That's... No, I'll just go, alright, I'll figure something out.
You will.
Oh,
You must.
shit, I could have said I'll make my own. Friends. Right, sure.
You didn't think you were going to do this alone, did you?
I don't think the old crew have forgiven me. Tying into the everything will be forgiven. Inevitable. The dark forces could cause some counterforce to form. Oh, now that's very poetical. No support needed. I'll do it myself. The help me needs is existential, ontological, maybe even hauntological. Oh, let's go. I don't think my old crew have forgiven me. I'm really tempted by the second one. Oh, sod it. Let's do it. Inevitable. The dark forces could cause some counterforce to form.
A dialectical response to put the secret world to rights.
A network of minds, interlinked, acting as one. All in Hershel, quite probably.
You're close. This assignment doesn't require a network. What you need is a squad.
Yeah.
Squad. From square. A formation that can defend itself in 4 directions.
Yeah, so if I imprint Yana on me, and go to the woman who's working for the company, and then look for 2 others, a squad. So 4.
The knight errant to assemble and guide the rest. The cupbearer to stand by you absolutely. The astronomist to reflect things in a different light. The fool for a reason known only to one.
Tempo's gone. Got into some trouble with a weeping eye.
That's a great shame. I'll make sure he gets his unmarked star.
But he did leave his apprentice behind. She's smart. Tough.
Much like your old friend himself. And you think she might be up for this?
Don't know. We'll see. I think she would. Yeah.
Worth asking about her availability in any event.
Yep. Esti's working for the bank, for real this time. She's head of human capital for Portofino.
Really? You're certain of that?
I came across her name on some bank documents recently. She's living in the housing campaign.
Well, the Manuspati has given us a very interesting board state. Well done.
Holocene might still be around somewhere. Vespa would be perfect. I'm sure I could track Ramses down, don't know where, but it would be great.
No question. You and he always got along. Friends even. Good with wires and things, wasn't he? A decent fool.
We got the clunk of a can against the desk. Is she drinking from a can?
No phone line is safe when he's on your side.
And maybe we could use him to spring the guy out the secret prison later on, because we have been told we're trying to free the guy. Carolina would come back if I asked her.
Yes. She probably would take any role you offered her.
Now,
Her, I actually have a note on here in my files. Seems her father set up a clinic on a houseboat somewhere in Kisak. Maybe worth paying him a visit.
aha! I think I've just realised we're going to print ourselves on pseudopod, aren't we?
A houseboat doctor. Could it be Dr. Hugo? Perhaps he's changed his name.
Vespa would be perfect for this job.
Right, your cop friend, the Carabinero. He could play nicely as a fool, assuming he hasn't pickled himself in schnapps.
You'll want to talk.
A controller must know of what she speaks.
Holocene might still be around somewhere. I'm really tempted. I wish I'd taken a screenshot of her instruction as to the 4 members of the squad. I'm going to do that now. Knight errant to assemble and guide the rest. That would be us then. Presumably. Or are we in the middle with 4 guards around us on the sides? Cupbearer to stand by you absolutely. Tempo? The astronomist to reflect things in a different light. Probably Ramses. The fool. Okay, well she says he would be good as the fool. What if we get more than 4? I presume once we get 4 we get cut off and prevented from getting any more. Holocene might still be around somewhere. Oh, really? No chance at all?
Oh, you're serious, aren't you?
I was, but can we pretend I wasn't?
Probably better that way. If you were to insist, he could take up his old role as your astronomist. But let's hope it doesn't come to that.
That bad, huh? What about pseudopod?
Right. The stress of the job seems to have left your double somewhat.
When you're calling him my double, was he already my double?
Impressionable.
Yeah, I think she knows I have the device.
Enough. I would probably count him out for this assignment.
Although, maybe there's an option. A secret option that some players who didn't go into the secret prison might not be aware of.
I'll be there for you as well. You can reach me from any payphone if you need help in theater. For anything extra sensitive, you can call me from the phone in your apartment.
Alright, so about a plan, where do we begin?
You recently made a new acquaintance, did you not? An older foreign gentleman.
Yeah.
The old prisoner.
Oh, that one. I was thinking the smoking man.
He seems like a highly knowledgeable individual. I'm sure he could help you find a suitable time and place for your purposes.
Sounds cool, but I think he's indisposed at the moment.
Then you need to speak with someone who can dispose of him. The head of human capital.
Esty, you mean?
If there's a deal to be struck, your old friend will be the one to approve it. How wonderfully convenient.
But we don't have anything to trade, or a deal with a bank doesn't sound very dialectical. Maybe I'll get a loan, start my own business, buy now, pay later. I don't know, Mel.
Talk to Esty. Find out what your new acquaintance is worth to them. Give them the moon if they ask for it.
What, the Renatel repair guy?
You already know she keeps an apartment in the housing campaign. You need only find which one.
I mean, we don't have an address, but it's blatantly marked on the map. We give them the moon, they give us the old man. The old man gives us the plan. It rhymes, yeah. And if the bank doesn't want to deal, something tells me we're going to get fucked. We'll go with this. We'll have to make it work somehow.
It sounds so fun and easy when you say like that. Of course, in reality, it will be very, very hard.
Oh yeah, very Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat stuff. This feels nothing like last time. This feels a lot like last time. I just want you to know I'm not doing this for you. There's no opposite of that. I want you to know I am doing this for you. We got this, Mel. We have to.
It's a pleasure to be working together again.
As opposed to earlier when we were not working together.
Now get some rest. Don't fall for false advertising.
Drawing our attention again to the false adverts with the not very subliminal messaging in them for us.
A click, then nothing.
Yeah. Well. We got a drink. We don't need it. It's getting late. We'll want to rest soon anyway. So it's just gone to loose ends. And Frederick accidentally breaking the expensive model train, and the guy obsessed with the other man's wife, might be something we can use against the bank. Okay, we do have enough for a skill point. I'm checking which of these come from... Wow, that's really low. Oh. Is this boosting instincts actually? It's not very clear, unfortunately. That's a shame. Is that actually nothing? I think we should probably improve that. So +1, -1, +1, -1. And yes, I could just blatantly go here and do that, but I'm wanting to see the totals with the modifiers. And because modifiers can be removed. The totals are inherently always there. Okay, so that's actually a -1. We can work on that. That's a -1 as well. Ooh, wow. Lots of -1s to our high skills. Obviously boosting up our... Wow, no modifiers to 4 of those. So that's +1 from cloves. That's one... Yeah, I'm going to boost this. Get it a little bit better. What have we here? Oh, okay. Assemble a new sick crew. They have to be sick, do they? Pseudopod could have been a decent pick if he wasn't incapacitated. But someone needs to be incapacitated in a relaxed mental state for the device to work on them. I'm pretty sure we could imprint ourselves onto him or any one of the others. He's like a sort of holding placeholder for any of the others we want to who are unable to help us, like the woman who works for the bank. Holocene could be the astronomist. Melita could be the cupbearer. So yeah, seems like we are the knight errant. Okay. Find the Emptor head of human capital. Well, we know who she is. And procure in theatre. Has this blocked me off from making my own? One moment. Okay. The secrets of improvised firearms manufactured at your fingertips. Also a fair deal of pro-gun philosophizing.
The Wang Guide to Improvised Firearms, Volume 2.
Where's Volume 1?
A low-budget clandestine publication, somewhere between fanzine and paperback. The author's name is listed on the first page as Ji Cheng Wang.
Seems a bit dubious.
As it must be. This is a genre of literature neither written nor consumed by respectable individuals.
Definitely not a real name.
It consists of some 60 pages of text, followed by an appendix with cut-out schematics for the body of the gun.
We'll read the text.
Ostensibly a how-to guide, it doubles as a philosophical inquiry into the subject of firearms ethics.
Firearms ethics, what does it conclude? Well, you've already told us it's very pro-gun.
Firearms good, ethics bad.
So, very pro-school shootings then. Well, we'll read the opening.
There are times in the conduct of human affairs when it becomes necessary to wang someone or something. This is a reality. There are, however, some preliminary considerations to disseminate.
He substitutes the verb to kill with wang. No, I think he substitutes the verb to shoot with wang. So, here's the thing. The word wang has come to be synonymous with the penis, but it does actually have other meanings in British English, such as to hit something. Like, to wang it is to hit it or swing it or shove it. Not shove so much, but like throw it really hard. Like welly wanging, right? Where you take the Wellington boot, hold it in both hands, between your legs, behind, and swing it up and throw it back over your head and see how far you can get it to go behind you.
You would too, if your name was synonymous with death.
Well, I'll keep skimming.
Are you asking yourself whether you should or should not use the information in this book to build yourself a highly illegal firearm? Alas, there are many such decisional pitfalls in our world.
I'm trying to... If I'm going to build the gun, I want to get as much information as I can from a magazine first so I can do it correctly.
Law-abiding individuals are treated with the utmost derision. If this book could wang 'em all, it would.
No doubt about it.
It goes on extensively, the tone veering back and forth between sardonic hand-washing and outright murder advocacy.
Do I have to embrace his philosophy to build the gun? It'll probably be something like, no, but it helps.
Probably not. Do you want to?
Nope, this guy's philosophy sounds abhorrent.
Then this book is not for you. Maybe stick with one of those safe store-bought guns.
Well, let's read the list of materials.
The instructions specify materials for a 6-shot pipe gun with push feed.
6-shot? There's no way that's going to have a silencer. The reason I'm doing this rather than trying to buy a gun is, for starters, if I try to buy a gun, people might notice. I don't know how common gun ownership is in this country. And also I'm trying to be a spy and be subtle and not get noticed. And secondly, a hand-built, scratch-built, homemade gun could be designed to be easier to conceal and get close enough to the target to use.
500-gram hard plastic melted down, 1 coin 10mm diameter, 1 broomstick or wooden dowel, 1 aluminium can, tools, glue, and plywood.
So the broomstick or wooden piece of doweling is for a stock, or the barrel's going to go be attached to it.
The precarity of anything resulting from these materials is self-evident.
Wait, what about bullets? What do you think the coin's for? Wait, hard plastic melted down. You're not making plastic bullets, are you?
Ball bearings.
Right, got it. Is that everything?
Yes, and it is up to you to scavenge it all.
Okay, it's still possible.
Best place to start would be Photo 24.
Yep.
There's got to be some of this stuff lying around there somewhere. It's a working photo lab after all.
I'll examine the schematics.
Dotted lines mark the edges of three-dimensional objects unfolded into rectangles and curved flaps. While unintelligible, the form of the gun lurks somewhere inside those shapes.
Okay.
Mathematical and yet crude. The lines display a profoundly unsober competence.
What do the outlines mean? I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Two objects. The larger one is a mould that goes around the barrel and includes a crude grip, magazine well, and the outer part of the bolt feed mechanism. The smaller object is the bolt. The spirit of Wang reaches out to you through the pages of the book. It doesn't just want the gun to be built, but to be used on somebody.
The other thing is, if we built this shit homemade gun and use it, and it gets discovered, anyone could have got this magazine and built the thing, right? So we can make it look like some lunatic did it, not some professional. We'll close the book for now.
Building it will be the test of fire.
That it will. The other test will be checking if we now have a checklist. Assemble your own firearm. You need a coin, 500 grams of hard plastic, and a can. Surely, with all these cans of coffee we consume, we can get an empty can quite easily. Not the Eager Wolf Cup. Surely no! That would be funny if it actually was, wouldn't it? Right, okay, hang on. It's 6:45. I want to find the tailor first.
Marito squints up at the dilapidated building, shielding his eyes with an orange slip of paper. He grunts as you approach.
Am I supposed to know this man?
Hola again, miss. Please stand back. A sensitive operation is underway.
What's going on, officer?
Eviction notice, miss. We got reports of squatters in the Palace of Culture. Marito's about to go in.
On his own?
He leans to the side, peering into the dark entrance. Then he tilts forwards, just a bit, and stops entirely.
Oh, I know that forwards tilt and the stop.
Does the proto-fascist larvae not know that palaces of culture were built to be free and open to all?
Why the eviction? Are they bothering anyone?
It's for their safety. The building's all rotten on the inside. Bits have been coming off for ages. And it's getting worse. They shouldn't be in there.
And someone in a high office doesn't want anybody in there.
Not to mention that if anything happens, we'll waste valuable Guardia time picking their remains out of the rubble.
Right. What if they have nowhere else to go? Maybe they'll pack up if you tell them that. Maybe not. Sounds like they need to get out willingly or not. Squatting is a fake crime, but Palace of Culture belongs to the people. We did used to be a communist. And although we confirmed the fact that we were just playing the part and our heart wasn't really in it, this is maintaining the facade or charade. But what if they've got nowhere else to go?
That's not the Guardia's problem now, is it?
Well, it is when you get them out of the building.
He makes no move towards the building at all.
So, what's the hold-up?
It's just methodological complexities. See, per procedure, an officer must occupy the zone of obtrusion to ensure no further trespass occurs. The zone's here.
Right, about that further trespass.
But in parallel, an officer must breach the zone to serve the eviction notice and applicate a timely and effective removal of all offenders from the premises.
You need a second officer, don't you?
Ah, cop speak. Stilted, bloated, and memorised from a pamphlet.
It's his way of avoiding taking action.
Look, wobbling legs. Prey shakes.
You're not afraid to go in, are you?
Who? Marita? No. Not even close.
Of course not. I want to get that conversation option I saw about asking how they got into the building.
It just needs some figuring.
Right, let me look inside. How did the squatters get in? The entrance looks blocked off. He might just tell us.
The delivery tunnel right behind me, I'm thinking.
Ah.
That's the only way in or out since the awning collapsed last year.
He nods to a spot a few meters away, probably right there.
Unless they've been hiding out in there for months.
Well, why don't you let me take a look inside for you?
Marita can't just let a civilian go in there.
Oh, well, could you deputise me or something?
He's desperately hoping you'll give him a good reason to let you stop in.
Okay. Someone
Just
could get hurt.
say something that sounds good. No need to get deep. In fact, better if you don't.
My only desire is to support the law. Well, Morito, look at me. This is a baby tier assignment. It doesn't even move the adrenaline needle. Stand down. Am I claiming that his assignment is a baby assignment or the one that I'd be undertaking? Listen, I'm going in. Cool? I'm going in. Cool with that? Okay, we'll go with that, yeah. Listen, I'm going in. Cool?
Well, cool.
He squints, tongue pressing against his cheek.
As an officer of the Guardia Municipal, I'll give you permission to enter. Please get them out of there.
He taps his badge. Well, I was going to go looking for this tailor to find out how much the guy owes him, but I seem to be doing this now.
Here, this might be useful.
He gives you a small flashlight. Why, thank you. Yep. Yeah, more gear. Nice.
He gives you a thumbs up, his shoulders sagging in visible relief.
So apparently, we're going to put this in our hand. There we go. And look at this picture. Red cloth ad astra. That's a kind of cigarette in this world, isn't it? Over some skeletons in a big display case. On the roof, like loads of tiny little buildings and walkway down here. Oh well. No, I don't. I thought that was a close for some reason. Right. Well, in I go.
You emerge from the tunnel into a large hall. Darkness recoils from the white beam in your hand.
Let's look around. It's possible one of my old colleagues may be in here.
A glow traces the outline of a canopy over piles of rubble.
Got a little heart here as well, I see.
Voices raised into a tune. A guitar strummed once. Laughter.
Well, sounds like they're having fun. Keeping their spirits up.
Light flickers with the sing-song iridescence of open flame. Candles.
This sounds awfully like the listen option.
And distantly, as if in the walls, a drumbeat. The party lives on.
I just thought something funny. I thought there's 3 parts to this. Part 1, what if the missing pop star is in here? Part 2, what if the old man in the secret prison has been imprinted with a copy of the pop star? And part 3, wouldn't those 2 stupid teenage fangirls who want to fan shift to become the pop star love it if we could use the machine on them to make them her? And there's an ominous part 4 which came during part 2 being related to you here now, which is, what if that's what they actually mean by fan shifting? And it's already been done to them.
Overhead, something stirs. It has been waiting.
What? Like a spider? Like that pipe? A spray-painted smile. Seems unsure of itself, though. Well, there's a bunch of people. Seem kind of like they're not too much trouble. Note we can only approach from one direction, but our light does shine through the wall. And what is up above then? That's our doorway out of here. Let's go introduce ourselves to these people. Shine our torch on them intimidatingly. Something reflective glints inside the barrel, and I'm going to blatantly take it out while they stand there and watch me and like, what the fuck are you doing, cunt? And we're like, stealing your stuff, cunt. Phantom power is set to on. Well, looks a bit younger, looks a bit more like an authority figure. And I can't target the face.
Hello there. Give us one moment. And what's your feet on our wizard stuff?
Possible wizard. Words in a strange whisper. Is he a Geordie?
You look down to see shapes in chalk, burning incense, candles, a guitar with a garland of prayer beads around its neck. Check out the sound gear. This is top brand fancy stuff.
How did they get hold of this expensive gear? Nice recording gear.
Bootlegged crap, every piece. Now please, shh.
Oh, we literally failed the test. Wow, we rolled low.
The woman mouths to herself, moving her fingers along to a rhythm you cannot hear, then stops abruptly.
What's the bass line again? Oh, I almost had it that time.
One moment, I just heard something. Right, glad I checked. That was important. It's occurred to me, they have all this recording gear, which probably has a lot of plastic components. And I do need a lot of plastic.
We're getting closer. Do you hear it? There's a song.
Mate, you're letting off sonic vibrations in a building that's unsound and likely to collapse.
He decorates the word song with a wiggle of his fingertips.
Wait, yeah, I thought I heard a drum beat on the way in.
Yes, good. You're sensitive. But not just drums. A whole song.
It's playing constantly in here. Quiet, funky, weird. Shh. Listen.
You think it's coming from these machines?
Her voice, even hushed, echoes in the cavernous hall. You listen to the silence in its wake.
Are you trying to summon the song?
thump, thump, thump. Your arteries or a bass line. It's hard to tell the difference, but something thrums through your body. A vibration from deep within the walls.
We've searched everywhere, upstairs and down, for speakers. Nothing. No source. Musical poltergeist type of thing. We're trying to lure it out. Does all this chalk circle and incense frippery.
Mate, if I believed it, I probably wouldn't use the word frippery.
We're trying all the occult stuff. You wouldn't let me sacrifice a pigeon.
They both sound like Geordies.
She tried to sacrifice a pigeon.
Or Scousers. Actually, more like Scousers. Yeah, they're supposed to be like the Beatles. There have to be speakers somewhere. I'm looking for some squatters. Is that you guys?
No squatters in here. Just us.
Oh, well, that means you probably are the squatters then.
We don't squat. We groove. We're a band.
Really?
We're a scum-synth duo act. I'm un, she's the. Together, the.
What a terrible band name. Never heard of you. What's Scum Synth? Are un and de your real names? Probably not. They're number 1 and 2 in French. Why are you number 1 and she number 2? Was it not the other way around? You could both. Okay, well, what brought you to this shithole in the first place? What's Scum Synth?
Would you like the epic or the ditty version?
Oh, epic if it doesn't bring the roof down.
Epic, epic.
Epic!
It all began when a 10-year-old with the special foresight afforded only to the delinquent genius stole the keyboard from an electronics shop.
Oh.
It was me.
Okay, we're going off on a tangent here. Let's have a joke. So, Nasruddin decided to take up music, and he went and bought himself an instrument, and he went home, and he played one note, and he played the same note over and over and again, day in, day out, and eventually his neighbour or someone asked him, Nasruddin, dear God, man, why do you keep playing the same note over and over again? Don't you get any better on this instrument? He says, but I found the perfect note. It's the only one I need to play.
It was afraid of her crimes, we hid it under our bed, where it lay for almost 3 years. During this period, we developed a dance style called minimal body vibrato, while the keyboard itself developed a patina.
Patina, not patina. Patina is what posh twats say.
At the 2-year, 9 months mark, I exhumed the keyboard and successfully harangued him into playing the snare drum.
Okay.
The sound didn't call to her until it had begun to decay. They'll imbue the world's rot with a neon life.
Right.
But the genre itself wasn't fully formed until a week or so later. Upon the discovery of Preset 3, there you have it, Scumsynth.
Is Preset 3 playing now?
It's just us.
Okay, what brought you two to this dump in the first place?
We were on the hunt for a music video location, and we've broken into real shit instead.
Right.
It's awful in here. Go see the basement bathroom. Divine.
By awful, I think she means really impressive and she loves it. Why did you pick Keysok for your music video location?
Dereliction, second only to the Pethol Tract in terms of...
Right, well look, the Guardia militia says the building is going to collapse. You should probably leave.
The GMs are disregardable at best.
Disregard them.
Right, not sure that's going to work.
There's a mystery in these walls. Don't you want to figure it out?
Well, yeah, but if I do, will you then leave?
Out of the corner of your eye, you notice the balcony above them is tilted slightly.
This mystery does sound more fun than not getting crushed.
Exactly. Look around, explore the place. You'll hear it.
Yeah, that's really, really, really bad. Let's, there should be some speakers somewhere.
Nope. Plus the power is completely dead in here. So even if we had found speakers in here, they couldn't have been running.
Yeah, there could be like a train line underground or something. Come on.
It's coming from the building itself somehow, I think.
Alright, well that's pretty impressive. Why don't you talk me through your theories so much? Now let's go with, why do you care?
I cannot even begin to imagine what you mean by that question.
Oh, really?
His imagination won't start.
Oh.
We need to record this song. The room itself is singing, possessed, deranged, alight. Look at this building. What do you see?
Spider Zone. Yeah, sure.
You see bullshit.
Complete bullshit. Like the rest of the city. Ruins. Someone else's plan in ramshackling pieces all over the place. Unescapable. Doomed for gone. But the song sounds so happy.
The kind of song that you can only write if you know how to hope for things.
Huh.
Poor building. Who knows how long it's been playing to no audience. Explore the place a little. Let yourself feel the rhythm. Let it sing to you.
Well, tell you what, why don't I do just that?
Try listening on the stairs just over there. That's where I got it most clearly.
It was blueprints, wasn't it? It was. Well, we've been neglecting it for long enough. Maybe we should get a bit better at that. So first off, what's reducing it? This shirt. We got this one. Right. I'm not necessarily sure. Yeah, Shadowplay probably isn't going to be that helpful in here. And they'd probably love this. Look. Oh, okay. Right. Getting a bit magical ourselves here. The squatters want to remain in the building to figure out a song they are hearing. I suggest you explore the building to find where the song comes through most clearly. If we do that, can we persuade them to leave? Well, we don't have a lot of options just yet. A barrier to keep rats out of the tent. However, upholstery slouches against the wall, decomposing.
A colony of lice writhes in the hall seating, their mouths full of old cotton. Above them, a perfectly circular hole in the wall draws your attention.
Interesting. Can I go back to that thing over there?
You hear someone's voice singing, but only for a moment.
Oh. 5. Pretty high. Tune into the building's frequency. So this is... We got -1 for being called a replayer? Dear goodness. So we need like a 9, and that is entanglement. Let's inspect the hole, it might help.
4 inches in diameter, about 2 inches deep, cratering towards the middle. Made by a bullet, undoubtedly. Things were getting heated in this Portaferan People's Assembly.
I'll leave the hole.
You back away from the wall.
And presumably I can guess. Smell of damp cigarette butts, ash and mould. Let's hop on back over and see what else we can find. But obviously first, also entanglement. At 5. And damn, we got high on that one. I'm pretty sure we can have a -1. We don't actually seem to have anything that improves it significantly. And we could push it, arguably. We'll avoid that just for now. So we are looking at some difficult entanglement and blueprints checks, right? Pointing the light does matter. Fire hydrant to drown those candles if they get ideas. Alright. Is this a jump across point? Gloom beckons you beyond the rubble.
Dust lies so thick on the staircase that you can feel it shifting under foot. You hear faint snatches of what sounds like humming, but it is gone before you focus.
Okay, we've gone from 8 to 16%. Let's look more closely at the rubble.
Threadbare cloth sticking out from under the debris, trampled and chewed. The hall towers above you.
Hey, we've removed post-concussion syndrome. That's got to be good, right? Actually, that may have been affecting a lot of our skills significantly.
You return to the staircase.
Let's not return to the staircase. Let's click on this instead. A sharp drop, a broken ankle. You wince. And yet... someone braved the stairs just to leave their tag here. You might survive the fall from this height. We go, huh? The building is the great beast, the water its lifeblood. Masonry shifts beneath your feet. I probably shouldn't go to that. Pero Pale. I mean, that looks like it's just dropping down, but I'm really curious. You know what? This maybe...
The glow from the camp beneath you dominates the room, throwing the space beyond into a deep, vacuous dark.
This may all help us connect with the building eventually.
For a split second, you're sure you can hear someone strumming a bass guitar.
Oh, the odds are improving. We test our weight on the structure ever so gently.
A horrible creaking noise comes from the ceiling.
Yep.
The balcony rotates a little further to the east.
We stop right now.
The balcony lifts a little as you step away.
Yep, we probably shouldn't do that again. Oh, now this is available. Blood red banners for Supreme Leader Nestor. And... oh, an upper floor, okay. Files redacted by rot. Oh, great. Okay, we're coming round this side of the table. I was thinking I could stand there and interact with it. No, not you. This. A stack of glossy, neat files, too perfect to rifle. And some facts. Okay. The head of the table for the head of state. What, can we sit in it?
A steel conference table piled with bureaucratic debris. One of the chairs is embroidered with a red N.
I do need plastic and a metal pipe.
A guitar riff seems to sound from the chair itself, momentarily.
Oh, okay. Our exploration of the building keeps improving. Let's just keep boosting it. Examine the wall.
It appears to be peeling.
Okay.
You step away from the sagging chair.
I'll return, don't worry. This is intriguing. And very, very... Is this a window? I think it must be. Well, it looks like we're not going to be able to improve our odds much better. So let's leap across like someone with a death wish and then not go back there again anytime soon. That was okay.
You return to the staircase.
Can we boost it somehow, apart from the big boost, obviously? Oh god, if we did delirium, we would need to go consume a load of items. Well, what removes delirium again? These cigarettes. Got it. Okay. Because we also want to pass a yellow check. Which we're currently geared up for.
Hey, you're back?
I could push it to a 7, that's terrible. Apathetic about song, really? It's a 15, that's just... That's going to take a lot more work. I think it'll be easier for us to try and tune into the building.
Try listening on the stairs just over there. That's where I got it most clearly.
I wonder, because this appears to be the same check to listen to the building. If failing in one location will allow us to go fail another one, the idea that we should listen somewhere better. I'm going to save the game. So,
you return to the hall.
It's the same check, that's what... Okay, so if I push it... Why not? It might get them out of here. Whoop. Yeah.
You breathe in, tasting the building's flavour. Stale, damp chalk. Dust swims through your lungs. The building knows you now. It will allow itself to be known in turn. Figures appear in the hall. Hazy, human, laughing. They walk through you, rushing up and down the stairs. They carry bunting, trays of food.
I can see why the push it stat was the one that gives us delirium for this test. They've aligned that quite nicely.
One props up a sign which says International Party Conference Party 66.
Is that the year? Or a number to do with some kind of precinct or something?
With the ghostly figures comes a song. A low and constant sound. The room ripples with noise. Alive but blurred like a dream.
What is happening?
Perhaps the song is hypnotizing you into sharing a memory with the building. An architectural daydream. People pass you, chattering, formed in cloud by a slapdash maker. Some have both eyes on one side of their head. Others are rendered limbless.
Oh, that's very unusual.
Don't fuck with ghosts. Scatter.
Must be an explanation. Need to see more. A manifestation of psychic guilt, but whose? Spectral communists are trying to reveal immaterialist truths to me. Ghosts aren't real. This is bullshit. This building is having an existential crisis. Let's go with the manifestation of psychic guilt. We have gone with a more metaphysical, paranormal attitude previously in the game, so why not?
Many spirits seem stronger than others. Their features clearer, their voices louder. The song rises as they pass. You could be onto something.
Okay.
As the song grows louder, spectres melt into the space around you. A group of people in the tunic suits worn by superblock officials.
And what has communism done for the people of the superblock? Single-ply toilet paper? One-bedroom apartments? You talk of materialism, but where is the material?
Okay. Single-ply toilet paper is evil. It's almost as bad as that stuff that's like tracing paper with the really sharp edges that will give you paper cuts.
You turn to see an imposing figure bearing down on the crowd, ghostly moustache rippling with fury, as he holds some document above his head. Even in this spectral form you recognize him, Sweet Nestor, Portofiro's supreme leader.
The building description already hinted at him, and with the end chair upstairs.
We cannot hold Portofino back for the sake of ideological purity. Revolution got our wheel spinning, but now we have to go somewhere.
Sounds like he's about to abandon his crew. No, it sounds like he's trying to take them along with him. Communist poltergeists, hear me. Let us conspire. What are your wishes? Kick a nearby ghost. Is the building trapped in a moment of ideological crisis? That's a good one.
Or celebrating the moment of rupture.
The building is celebrating the movement falling apart? That'd be interesting.
You say Nestor isn't communist enough? Well, I say communism. From now on, we will fully embrace this politics of Nestorism.
Oh, really? This is how schisms occur.
Nestorismo, Nestor's personal brand of politics. It meant whatever he meant at that moment.
Yep, sounds like a communist dictator, alright.
We will take Enter's money to develop Portofino. No more superblock fearmongering. Portofino isn't some backwater province. Prosperity and autonomy.
Sounds like he's not talking about stealing the money or grasping it, but taking some kind of deal. Emter's funding to get a load of cheap Lusian imports and make the place feel successful again.
He draws a pistol from his coat. There are gasps from the crowd.
No way, man, or shit, Nestor had gravitas. What a prick. It's between these two. Yeah, you know what, he's making a strong impression.
He had Nestorismo.
Right, yeah.
This is what I think of your treaty.
Hope he doesn't shoot any of them. Shoot the ceiling or something, maybe. Oh, the bullet hole in the wall.
He fires. The bullet passes through the treaty, through your torso. It sinks soundlessly into the hole in the wall.
Does this mean they're all different tests at the same difficulty?
Ghost bullets don't hurt. Good to know.
So, I'm seeing the day Nestor broke up with the superblock.
You'd never heard that he shot the treaty. A figure so storied that some inevitably got lost.
Yeah.
Get out! No listening party, no conference. Get out of my palace of culture. You heard me. Mine.
So it's not the People's Palace of Culture anymore. It's his. Definitely trying to turn into a little tin pot dictator.
The ghostly crowd begins to disappear as it rushes toward the door.
Let's leave the hole.
You back away from the wall.
Well, apparently we're gonna smoke some cigarettes while we think about this. If I can just find them, there we go. It doesn't completely alleviate the delirium. And nothing else we have will really move that in the right direction. So let's just hold off. So what I'm going to do now is go back up the stairs and see if this test is now here.
You return to the staircase.
Let's listen for the song.
A guitar strums. Your
Yeah,
vision
upstairs.
blurs. Spectral figures swirl back into the hall, light and glowing. You hear voices in the stairwell below you, calling for someone to hurry up.
I hope that's our shadow.
More ghosts. Ghosts.
Okay, let's have it. I'll do a quick recording check. All good.
I'm coming. Carmona is never late for a party.
Oh, really?
Carmona. Her voice sounds much younger, but otherwise the same. This is the old woman from the bazaar, long ago.
I'm not going to ask if she can see me. So these aren't ghosts. Carmona's still alive. It's the ghost of a party, not the ghost of... Where's the ghost party? I'm definitely going to that. Hang on, she is still alive.
All that I need lately is my super.
Block?
She sings to herself happily as she hurries down the stairs. Long skirt held high so she doesn't trip in her glittery shoes.
She's in a right happy mood.
You turn to watch her run by and see the hazy figure of a man in a superblock style suit, carrying a gift-wrapped package under his arm.
Hence the shadow down there.
Good evening, Miss.
But that looks like his shadow and that looks like hers, with the headscarf, and that looks more like the bowler hat. That's not really a bowler hat, but anyway.
You've listened to enough opera lore to recognize his voice. This is the legendary operant Probable, still young.
What is he doing here?
Playing for the opera, undoubtedly. A tune on history's strings.
Maybe even pushing the man to make... Question is this the same? This might not be the same time as the other meeting.
Is this party the listening party in Nestor's office? I've been called out last minute, but I have this gift for him. Would you give it to him before they play the music?
It could be the treaty that he shot. It could have been doctored to make him reject it.
You must be referring to the building's song.
What were the opera up to? I know how they work, so I might have a good idea. That could be anything. Don't take it. Nice scheming. Probable. What were the opera up to?
Carmona will take it for you, but she will also receive the carnation from your lapel in return.
Bartering, eh?
Flirtatious, she plucks the flower from his suit and fixes it into her hair. Picking up an asset in theatre without the target even knowing. 'Knowing'. 'Remarkable stagecraft. 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 'Remarkable st
It looks far better on you than me, miss. Very fitting for the occasion.
He bows, the music fades, and the figures with it.
Okay, well, hold
The
on.
hall towers above you.
That may be updated. I think we do need to go all the way up to the chair. Don't think the balcony's going to help us much here. I still think it could be to do with that window in the end.
The chair waits before you, sagging and forlorn.
Well, we know what to do.
The soft tap of a drum beat knocks against your eardrum. As the song grows louder, a spectral form takes shape, hovering in the chair.
And that's why we weren't going to sit in it.
Ghost. A ghost.
We've outgrown the need for perpetual revolution. That's what they don't understand. You're the only one of them with any sense, Antoine.
Oh, really now?
You follow his eyes to the desk. A miniature soldier stands watching him, immobile and unsympathetic. A pocket combatant, a type of miniature army which reached its sales height in the 50s. Recalled, discontinued, sued into bureaucratic oblivion when the figures were found to be made of lead.
Okay.
Point out that they haven't sponsored a single successful coup in years, and you get accused of being a counter-revolutionary pessimist or an intellectual midget?
I think he got the packet with some kind of document. That's a good thing. We should vote for change, not force it through violence. Well, I think it was Winston Churchill who said, democracy is the absolutely worst form of government, except for all the others. If you haven't overthrown anyone in years, you need more revolution, not less. Or there's something wrong with your cause. This is all his fault for tolerating criticism in the first place. The first one's very mainstream nowadays, isn't it? Has tolerating criticism really got... Oh, I don't think he needs more revolution. I think if you haven't overthrown anyone for years, you should ask whether you need to. So this is saying you need more revolution. This is saying he was weak personally. Okay, we'll go with this then. It's less extreme than the other two.
Rich indeed, for the coherence to accuse a man of intellectual midgetry while bringing us nothing but a popular song.
On a red disc, perhaps?
It must be a very good song. The last song you need to hear. The song that solves music.
Oh, remember back in the first episode when I said I thought it was like some kind of sonic weapon that would mess with his mind? Kind of like the music box thing in the third book of the Foundation trilogy, where it is a musical instrument that can kill people through sound waves and destroying their minds.
Portofino needs money, Antoine. Emter vultures will fund hospitals and homes for the indigent. Then we'll accept technical advisors from the superblock. Use their expertise to develop our own private sector industries.
But you're a communist. You should love hospitals and homes for the indigent. And you should despise the idea of private sector industries. Sounds like he's diverging from his... well, from the core philosophy that got him where he is today.
They try to regulate Nestorismo, compromises, concessions, permissiveness. No mais. Nestorismo is past and future. It is individual and collective. It is what will hold.
Right.
We've been cuckolded enough, Antoine. Time for Nestorismo to do some fucking.
He wants some of that greedy capital for himself.
Face set in grim resolution, the vision fades back into his chair. You step away from the sagging chair.
I think we've found where the song is strongest, but it was updated on the stairs. In the past, Operant Probable tasked a young woman with delivering a gift to Nestor's office. And I know where that young woman is. Okay. And we got a skill point. Well, you know what? Was it entanglements to contact the building? And I think it was blueprints to persuade them it's unsafe. Now, we're in a room, we'll change here. So, blueprints is currently experiencing no modifiers. Oh no, it's got a positive one. Let's keep checking. Oh, I think we geared up for a blueprints check anyway, not the, what was it? Entanglement for the building? Well, we might need to... Could probably grab an extra fort, but what do we got? Advanced foreboding, status effect would probably be good. Reducing fatigue. Not that we have a lot of fatigue reduction. Pull faces to express yourself. And cheaper exertion. Do we have cheaper exertion on any of these? Critical overthinking status effect. This is pretty good. Might be worth it if we don't want to boost a skill directly. Do we want to boost blueprints? I'm not so sure. We might have a massive modifier because we found the song. And now, it would be interesting if we had, like, we could do this jump 7 times and then we'd fall. And, like, not fall all the way down, but, like, hurt ourselves climbing back up. So that it would limit the amount of times you could play about going back and forth. I think I might need to go see our friend at the bazaar before I can talk these people out of being here, or to get a deeper understanding of what's going on here. Wait, what's this? Bureaucrat of the Month awards, gathering dust. No interaction? Just checking. Now it's test.
Hey, you back?
Oh. That is ridiculously hard. I've been seeing ghosts. You guys getting ghosts?
No ghosts. But I do think the song got louder. So you're doing something right. Wait, why aren't we getting ghosts? Is something about you attracting them?
Yeah, but I can't tell you what it is.
Speculate on it.
It's my ruined soul communing with the ruined building. Maybe. Probably because it's spy related. The communist spirit is speaking to me directly. Death knows me. I was a ghost myself while I was shelled. I have no idea what the ghosts are connecting to the song. How about it's my ruined soul communing with a ruined building?
Delighted that you two are bonding.
Ecstatic.
You're not jealous, are you?
But it would be great if you could figure out what it's trying to say, what it's trying to sing. Keep looking. It wants to tell you what it knows.
Got some ghost lore for you, apparently.
Oh, tell.
I think I should go speak to that woman before mentioning this. Sweet Nesta cancelled a listening party and shot at a treaty with the superblock.
He may have ruined our lives, but he knew drama.
Oh, forget our lives. He clearly ruined our Song's party. Bastard. Don't worry, Song. You'll have your moment.
Nesta spoke with a miniature soldier named Antoine.
Good name.
Poor thing. Couldn't speak up if it didn't like it, though.
He was a total fucking liberal. Not exactly. The Supreme Leader was making some good points. Nesta was breaking with communism and complaining about a song.
Our song, no doubt. We'll get it out of here so we can't bother it anymore.
About that, that's all for now.
All right.
We'd have to put a skill point in and push it to get like 11%. That is not good odds.
Careful not to walk too loudly.
But maybe it is a skill we want to invest in. For now, let's see if we can leave the building and come back later. Let's swap to our toolkit.
The squatters, did you get them out?
I'm working on it.
Okay. If you need help, shout, I guess.
Well, at least he heaved a sigh.
If he hears a scream from inside the palace, the last thing he's going to do is run inside to assist.
Yep, how would you get them to leave? They're musicians. Can we talk about something that isn't this place? Okay, I'll be back a bit later.
He nods at you.
And payphone theory. Nudism. What? This looks like a tailor's dummy. An obelisk of felt and ribbon. Let's pretend this is the tailor we need to speak to. And present ourselves somewhat more appropriately. Probably not wearing that. You know what? Personalism might help.
The bald man watches on as you approach, his frown deepening with each step.
Dressed up like a compromise.
Do you want to help me with that?
His shirt is low enough to expose a tangle of chest hair. Deliberate, wild, oddly indecent.
You're half a chest hair away from nudity. Well, tricky to dress. Perhaps you might be up to the challenge.
Quite the contrary.
Oh? Do tell.
A wasted figure is a despicable figure. You're from Mercia, yes?
He tilts his head, eyes tracing the lines of your body.
A casual, yet impressive assessment.
Novessa, actually. Here for business. I think we are from Mercia, aren't we? It was in our notes. However, if we just go with his assumption and let him think he's doing well, what gave it away?
The tilt of your spine. You're disciplined to stand straight. Rouse.
He sweeps his fingers towards a collection of sharply arranged garments. What kind of clothes do you sell?
I don't sell clothes. I sell transformations. Transformations which generate epochs that capture the delicate moment between the before and the after.
That's perfect. I'm trying to be someone else.
You've fallen prey to dissociation. What you need is to reunify your inner and outer self. This is a common mistake and it must be rectified before any proper tailoring can begin.
Oh, can you fix me? I was really looking for disguises, but hey.
Maybe.
What makes this stuff high-end?
I'm creating Portofieran fashion in the old way, but brought into the modern age. Hand stitching, salvaged local silks, skirts for men. Tradition with a twist.
You use salvaged silk?
A silk torched the last sweatshop for the insurance. Most silk you find now is repurposed from old garments.
I see.
Some weeks ago, sweat gathered on his bald head under the strap of a forehead lantern. Broad hands delicately protected by latex gloves. He rummages through the back rooms of the abandoned S-Silk number 3, hoping for a bolt of stained fabric.
That sounds like it would make it expensive.
It's priceless.
I imagine.
Malika won't like seeing that on your expense report.
What's special about hand stitching?
Any flaw a man creates in the pursuit of his craft becomes a part of the craft. A mistake made by a machine is just a mistake.
Interesting.
Machines don't make mistakes, mister.
Oh yes, they fucking do.
See? Look at this.
He points toward a black jacket. A silver chain connects matching epaulettes draped across one shoulder. You're artificially inflating the price of your labor. Awesome. He's artificially inflating the price with labor to justify inflation of price. You're gonna have to take this. We're gonna have to take his word for it.
You're going to have to take his word for it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. You mean that one missed thread? You're artificial. Hang on. Weak. Awesome. It's okay. I'm sure someone will still buy it. You mean that one missed thread?
Good eyes. Yes. The stitch gives clear evidence of its human origins. I have a matching skirt for it. I dropped 2 stitches on that one.
What, on purpose? Or you noticed and so you've remembered, so it's a selling point? So, the secret sauce to your craft is nationalism, is it?
No. Nestor was a nationalist.
Oh, was
I
he?
just cater to people who are tired of a world that insists on shoving garbage down their gullets. The main source of the garbage just happens to be invading Portofino from beyond its borders.
Yeah, you mean it's coming from La Luz, right?
Set foot in the bazaar and you'll see what I mean. Everything you buy there is designed to disintegrate within a couple of years, at most.
Okay, I think I understand where you're coming from.
You have some semblance of an introduction to understanding.
So... I'd like to hear your thoughts about my outfit, and I wonder if it's going to be based on what I'm actually wearing or just a generalization.
I could offer some critique, yes. You may not like it.
Well, let's try.
He circles you with his gaze alone, his brow furrowed.
And he's like, what the fuck were you thinking when you were trying to pass this skill check? And put this outfit together?
Personal, yes? Pure People's Republics. It's classic you, isn't it? I can see why you'd like it, but you can do better.
Is that it? I suppose I can try different outfits and ask him. Where can I see one of your transformations?
Normally, I would point you towards one of my regular clients who happens to be in town. A Monsieur Frederick of L'Empire Sans Territoire.
Oh, yeah. He might have sat on a train.
Unfortunately, he seems determined to debase both himself and my fine work by standing absolutely still. Moreover, at a phone box devoid of joy.
Oh, wait, is that him? Oh, God. Is the woman on the phone line the wife that the other guy's obsessed with? And also the Inquisitrix. Are there any other examples of your transformations?
A good number of my clients don't live in Portofino. Some pass through for work, others make an appointment with me, the sole reason for their visit.
He smiles proudly.
There's also a Monsieur Oscar of L'Empire Sans Territoire, but he has managed to violate my work to an even higher degree than Frederick.
Oh dear.
Let us not irritate me any further.
I won't say anything there.
Few birds fly overhead.
Okay, thanks for answering my question.
The tailor nods.
Now, I'm here on behalf of someone called Kurt.
Ah, my young friend of the avant-garde, the savant of the scene. Has he sent you for another high-end piece of mine?
Not exactly, but...
There seems to be no creditor in this man.
First of all, I am much cooler than either of you. What kind of Derek Zoolander line is that? Kurt is very upset. He believes he owes you money, is that correct?
There must be a misunderstanding. The jacket's paid for.
By whom?
He is genuinely surprised.
Interesting. Why the mix-up? Or has Kurt sent me here to get some fancy clothes? Is this like a setup sending him work?
Let me clarify. The young man doesn't owe me any money. He owes the bank money. He must be confused.
Oh, so he bought it on credit or something.
Why would a Leviathan hunt down a single minnow?
Isn't EMTA a little big for consumer loans?
One of their subsidiaries recently launched a new scheme called the Financial Citizen.
Oh no.
It allows people to buy things, art and services, here, in the now, but pay for them later.
Yeah, it's a way of getting money out of poor people. They'll end up paying the money over time, and it'll really wreck their lifestyle. Why would anyone want that? Letting workers finance their own oppression, in other words. Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to go straight with that.
We live in freedom. Their subsidiary is right here in Portofino. The customer signs an application, which I send to my creditors. I am paid shortly after. Life goes on, we all smile.
You can bet that EMTA developed a fault-free process for this.
Making it easy for people to do this without thinking about it. In other words, you're not going after Kurt.
Of course not. I bear my young friend no ill will. However, I am saddened to say that the Financial Citizen may feel differently.
Yeah, what else do you know about the Financial Citizen?
Very little. I make use of their services, and that is where our dealings end.
Right.
My MTR client, once off the phone line, could probably tell you more.
But I'd need to disrupt the phone line with the signal, and I don't know how to do that yet. How much does Kurt owe then?
The jacket itself was 500 sol, underpriced for a masterpiece. But there's accruing interest, service fees, and other economic fashions on the side of the bank. I'm perplexed. Does the young savant not understand how he afforded the jacket?
He understands bawling out, whatever that is. Bruce, listen carefully. Kurt is dumb as all hell. Not even a little.
How is that possible? Unless he does not know how money works either.
Well, maybe.
Please tell Kurt not to worry about me. We are settled. But do remind him of his arrangement with the bank.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep making pieces for him.
Let's take a look inside the shop. I probably will be in the market for a high-value suit when I want to go to expensive areas.
Inside, a small cathedral of pristine jackets, dresses and suits, impeccably arranged. Your vision darkens at its periphery.
Anything illusion in there? There shouldn't be.
None.
Good. How expensive is this stuff?
There are no price tags.
Of course.
That's the polite way of saying astronomically.
Yep. Let's look at the suits then.
Unpadded jackets with their sleeves rolled up. Just a bit. These are high-end power suits for business or formal soirees, thinner than what you find in Novessa.
Ah, so maybe we are from Novessa. Alright.
He offers a brief smile.
Let's say be seeing you.
Of course you will.
He dismisses you with a wave. And let's try and go back to Kurt. While we still remember we need to do this.
Good to see you on the scene again.
I saw the tailor.
Yes?
The good news is that you don't owe Bruce any money. I might not get to tell him both of these, so bad news is that you owe Emter money.
What? The bank?
The good news is that you don't owe Bruce any money.
Really?
He says with a relief.
How can it be? This is not what the scene is about. I owe money to Emter?
Yeah, we have to explain it to him. Okay, we can try. It's a white check, so it can be retried. And we get a free enough... Oh yeah, we're good.
Money. Some say it is real, others say it is fake. But it definitely has an impact on the world at large and the individuals within.
We became delirious and lost the status again.
For this young man, the explanation should be as simple as possible.
The contract you signed was a financial agreement between you and Emter, or you took out a short-term loan for the jacket, which the bank paid the tailor for. This is simpler.
What does that mean?
Even simpler.
Look, Emter bought that jacket for you, so you could pay them a lot more money than the jacket cost, or Emter paid Bruce on your behalf, so you could owe them more money than you ever would owe Bruce. They bought the jacket for you, or they paid him on your behalf. They bought the jacket for you.
But how can it be? I've never even met anyone from Emter. How would they know of my desires?
You can do it.
The jacket cost 500 sol. You did not have 500 sol. Emter has many sol. They gave Bruce 500 sol for you. Now you must give Emter 5,000 sol.
There is a moment of almost serene, silent reflection within his eyes before the stark reality washes over him.
You've been fucked over, mate.
Oh no. So I'm in a lot of debt.
Yeah, it seems like it. Well, there you go. If you were rich, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, it seems like it.
Is this what they call the invisible hand? I think I am feeling it around my neck. What should I do?
His eyes dart from left to right. Well, for starters, you should enjoy the coat, because it doesn't matter if you destroy it or throw it away or try and get rid of it, you're still going to be paying for it, regardless. And secondly, don't get another one. Make something positive out of this if you're going to have to invest that heavily in it. I mean, hate it and be like, oh god, this millstone around my neck, which doesn't even have sleeves on, like some kind of XCOM remake wank stain.
Should I become an illusion brand ambassador? How am I going to face my father like this? He's a proud man, he wouldn't understand.
Fucking hell. If you think your father wouldn't understand, I had a hard enough time explaining it to you. Both Lusians and Emter plot to keep people like you down. This is the jacket's fault, Kurt. Maybe it's better to come clean. Maybe your father can help. I mean, this is entering into a blame game. Is that good? If he's dumb, that might not be a... Let's not blame the jacket. Look, maybe it's better to just tell him, you know. Maybe he can help you somehow.
No, it would never work out. He's got no sense of style and spends his days withering away in a cold hallway.
Well, maybe you should have spent some of that money making that hallway warmer.
It is just not possible for a Portofieran to pay back a loan. No one's ever done it.
Well, what are you going to do?
There must be somebody from Emter around here who could help me. Someone who could absolve me of my debt.
You know, there just might be. And I'm going to go see her later, but I probably shouldn't tell him about this.
Like a high priest of capital or a liquidity mage. Please, find them and help me. I promise I will make it worth your while.
Or, like a... Huh. What is Esty doing again? Because it's obviously she's the person I might be able to talk to about this. Liquidity mage. You know, liquidation. Like, get him in touch with a debt management agency. We're obviously delirious, so that's probably... We were, briefly.
That Mr. Metamoto guy comes to mind.
Oh? Why is your dad going to freak out? Well, because he's got himself into debt over a silly coat. Okay, well, I'll see you later, Kurt.
See you on the scene.
Was Mr. Metamoto the drunk guy? I can't remember. But I should go see Yana again. Probably in the next episode, but what the hell, I might as well... Okay, well here's what I can do. I can check if the drunk guy is still here. Oh god. That was very strange. Is he still here? Yes, he is.
Loneliest of town.
Well, while I'm here...
His half-hooded eyes struggle to locate yours.
Oh, do I need to fix the train for his friend to make him in a good mood to get rid of the guy's debt? That's the kind of multi-chain link thing we could set up here, but... I need someone to absolve some debt.
A forgiver. We are around. We linger. Whose debt needs abracadabra?
He waves a hand mysteriously. A young man named Kurt who has fallen victim to your predatory schemes. His name is Kurt and he's signed up for something called the Financial Citizen. Kurt, a local moron. No, we'll go with this. He might not take too kindly. I think he's too drunk and relaxed to be in a bad mood. And he might agree that they are predatory schemes. So we'll just go with this and let him... We're giving him the information, the name of the thing the guy signed up for. The package.
Yes, our program for the disadvantaged to accentuate their purchasing power. Fantastic stuff. Very fair rates.
Right. How will you make your money back if they're unable to pay you back?
Fair child, there is no such thing as money. It is a mere promissory note. There is only debt and credit.
He thrusts out 2 fingers. Oscar, can you please just help me out, please?
Why not? Seems I have
A slow glance
very
around.
little on. But I require holy water for the rite of forgiveness.
Ah, he means booze.
The liquidity mage needs liquid.
Holy water, eh? The rite of forgiveness.
That is the official term, isn't it? The forgiveness of debt in return for a confession of sin against capital?
You just want to get drunk on my expense, don't you?
We all live at the expense of someone.
And where can I find this water?
In well-stocked markets and machines. The name, Wisnia Schnapps. On tour. The on tour part is very important.
Well, luckily for you, I happen to have 2 bottles on me.
Return with it, and we can begin the rite.
I've got the on tour. Let's get the ritual done.
Very good. Let us commence.
He takes the on tour from you with both hands and drinks it with surprising care.
Right. Does it need any information, like a contract or something?
I hereby forgive thee and thee associates. May the cold breath of capital recede from your neck, and your balance sheets turn a purified white.
Okay, this doesn't feel like quite enough just yet, but let's continue.
The veil is lifted.
Oh no! Oh no! We failed! We think he's done it! Was that it?
That was it. I've taken the debt and made it my own. Fortunately, for your friend, I am awash with liquidity. The stain barely registered.
Yes, we can tell you are very full of liquid.
Intriguing. The enemy reveals
God.
its advanced cognitive maneuvers. This black art was previously unknown to the operant Bureau.
The dark magic of personal finance works in mysterious ways. But it works. And the world applauds every time.
Are you sure the debt's gone?
Certainement. Debt is not real. Imagine the computing system suddenly implode. Bang, bang, bang. It all disappears. Dread. Zero. We're back to roughing up defaulters on the streets, shaking change out of pockets.
Right.
Who's counting, really? Everybody. And nobody.
How will your sect survive this illicit ritual?
Too big to fail.
Right.
Though this forgiver is not opposed to more holy liquid, preventative maintenance.
Alright, well, thanks, Oscar. I hope this weird spell works.
It has already taken effect. He who was once lame can now walk.
His face grows serious. Are you in town for these secret treaties I keep hearing about?
Well, that is, of course, a secret.
He flaps his pink tie at you.
Lap in the air like a giant child's tongue.
Oscar, please, I'm a keen student of international relations. This is going to involve more booze, isn't it? Give me the treaty part, then. Oh, because secret and treaty, 2 separate words. Sure.
Signed in agreement by both parties. Definition of a treaty. Have at it.
Emtra and Laluz are talking. What's on the table?
No, no, no. To commune with the prophet, you must first offer libation.
Yeah, I thought so, okay.
Could have guessed that was coming.
It doesn't seem like the best idea.
Expert maneuver. I think you'll find.
Right.
Shave Metamoto is always B-Y-O-B.
That's bring your own bottle. Look, I'll return with the hard stuff.
Or the harder stuff. I'm not delicate.
Right, okay, well, I'll see you later, Oscar.
Goodbye. Be well.
Okay, this is going to be remarkably stupid, but let's try and relay the information to the fellow and see how badly this goes, because we've fucked this up quite significantly, apparently.
Did you find an empty person?
The Emptor representative performed the rite of forgiveness.
A rite of forgiveness? What does that mean for the scene?
The dark magic of personal finance works in mysterious ways, or the Emptor representative said that you are no longer in debt. I think we're gonna get this straight away afterwards because it says proceed, so what the hell? The dark magic of personal finance works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
The Emptor representative said that you're no longer in debt.
Extremely big news for the scene. But wow, is this how it usually works?
It's not how it usually works. No. Only in predatory capitalism. Also, there's no other kind of capitalism. Well, that's kind of true. Well, for now, in the future, money and flesh will be unnecessary. With liberalism, you can go anywhere you want to. I've no idea, mate.
Anyway...
Yeah?
I am very grateful for you helping me out of this bind. The scene was on the verge of collapse.
He hands you a jacket. We got a jacket? If we take that to the... Oh, it's got to be done.
I'm thinking of broadening my horizons and those of the scene. Not just looking towards the future, but also the past. Further than the now.
What do you mean?
Economic realities have got me agitated.
No kidding,
the
you were in
fate of
debt.
the scene hangs in the balance.
He puts his hands in his pockets and hides his neck.
Time is out of joint. The future has become now. Tomorrow's problem becomes a problem of today. But what became of today's problem?
It becomes the problem of yesterday.
It haunts the Palace of Culture.
He whispers as he looks past you. What haunts the Palace of Culture?
Communism of the historic kind. A better time. Allegedly a better scene as well. Everything was free and ballers were abound. I'm going to go to the Palace of Culture to investigate all of the threads and fads that happened before my time.
Are you going to become a communist now? No, I've been in there. It's coming down. It's not safe, man.
Really? Well, that's a bummer for the scene. Though I might still take a look.
Are you going to become a communist now?
This confusion with money tells me that I've been a communist all along. Though I have only just now realized this.
He seems contemplative. Alright, Kurt.
Thanks for all your help. See you when I see you. On the scene.
Well, if I'm going to be on the scene, I'm going to be wearing this new jacket. Ooh! +2 blueprints, -1 grey matter. It looks like a fucking twat would wear it. Like, grey fucking tracksuit shit. Grey matter in the head missing kind of stuff. Okay, so that's completed. Good. Map. Records? Yeah, actually 11 is quite achievable. Torch Tempo's office. Are we... Alright. Blueprints 15. Right. So with 2 skill points, if we put 1 in blueprints, it's also now significantly higher from our clothes. Hold on to that other skill point. What are we missing here? Apart from the... No, I think it's just the completion. Wow, we fucked it up. We failed. Oh, bollocks. Okay. Well, we did our best, I suppose. I'm kind of thinking we want to open another thought slot here. Possibly for the jar of faces. But the glasses cover the face. What are they giving us? +1 shadow play. So if we put that skill point into shadow play, we could theoretically take off the glasses and have an empty equipment slot. But now that I'm wearing the jacket that he has given us, I'm obviously going to go and see the tailor again and ask him what he thinks of my clothes. And the fucker has shut up shop for the night. Well, sod it. Let's go see Yana. We're not alone if she can help us. We look like a middle-aged, like, mum whose kids are in school on the football team or something stupid, you know.
Yo, Hirsch. You check in with Marco yet?
No. I didn't. Why? You miss him?
No, fuck off.
You do.
I'm just, like, concerned about him.
She flips the lid of the cigarette packet open and closed.
Professionally.
Right. Look, I'll get onto it, okay?
Thanks, Hirsch. Appreciate it.
But while I'm here...
Anyway, you want something?
You don't know where I can find a gun, so I can't... I need to resolve that before this? Bloody hell. Oh well.
Guns are an Azuri racket. Bazaar doesn't carry.
She flicks her cigarette. Yeah, but it must be a cool one, not like, you know, one that everyone has. I suppose she'd approve of that. I mean, any gun would do, provided I can get it close enough, but...
Gun's a gun. Cool factor is who you point it at.
True.
You're looking for an entry-level Azuri frontman. One of those expendable fucks they shove into the grinder. Carabinero fodder.
Yeah, you know any such fucks? I do, apparently.
There's a particularly lame one who hangs out near the roundabout. Yep. He's tried it on with me a couple of 3 times. Would rather shoot myself.
A couple of 3 is 6. A couple or 3 would be 2 or 3. I think that's like a language translation issue.
Sounds familiar. She's talking about Goat Eyes, the lovelorn soul of many endeavours.
Well, I can't try to recruit her yet, so...
Later, Hirsch. Keep me in the loop.
Yep, I think we want to go get some sleep. No, we don't. We want to keep our shit high visibility jacket for dickheads and plastic crap on while we're trying to be sneaky, because that is completely fucking stupid and we shouldn't do it at all. And get to the market. I imagine Carmuna has gone to bed and won't be there. A lot of people seem to have buggered off. But I did say I was on the lookout for the Renatel repairman, who might be on a job there at the market. Ah, here we are. Hey, while I'm here.
Hey, Cascade. He was here. I saw him. That loadout over there, there's a mailbox dot under it, and Headphones guy used it.
Oh, really?
I think he took something from it. Small, like a package. It was hard to see. I was hiding back here.
Possibly a gun to kill me with. To hide in a camera. Then he strolled past the clinic and poof, gone. It was crazy. Yeah, really crazy watching someone walk by, you know. Well, if he actually disappeared like that. What did he look like?
I took notes. Tall, smoker, long jacket, big collar, biggest headphones ever, and creepy. That's underlined 2 times.
Are you reading the next line? He opens his palm and squints at some scribbles.
He looks off in the direction of the man's disappearance. It's like a pig looking at wind, trying to contemplate the invisible force pushing against it.
Are you sure he didn't see you, dressed like that? Affirmative, looking at him. Well, good work, Scarf.
Awaiting review.
Should I get a review or a debrief? I'll let your controller handle that. Alright, sure.
He stands a little straighter.
You passed, I failed. I let Atina to do my work for me. You did well, but you should have checked him for signs of augmentoidation. Like those headphones. You should have tackled him and stolen the package. No. Only you can assess yourself. How did it feel? I'm gonna go with that. You did well, but you should have checked him for signs of augmentoidation.
Shit, the giant headphones. You think he might have been a computer man? I'll know for next time.
Yeah, bear it in mind.
You know, Yana's still the coolest, but you're pretty cool too.
About Yana again.
What about her?
How are you two doing? Oh, have you noticed anything different about her lately? As in, did she get to know you before or after the device was used?
He shrugs. You've asked an open-ended question to a teenager.
Oh, God.
Try again. Laser focus.
Like, for example, have you noticed that she's a middle-aged man? Saying cunt a lot, smoking Ouroboros blacks, as opposed to personality changes and weird behaviour. We'll go with that.
Yeah, new things she's doing. Very cool.
We're not going to tell him this. Okay, well, forget it, man.
Cool.
Later. See you around. Right, so.
Mal credito, no problemo. A small image of a grinning man with an aggressive pompadour tosses fistfuls of coins at you. The financial citizen. Buy now, pay later.
And it was a package, you say?
Beneath him, a rusted mail slot welcomes loan applications.
I'll consider the pompadour man.
An envoy of the so-called developed world.
Yeah, marketing.
Kurt wasn't looking at his eyes. He was looking at the stack of paper clutched in his fists.
Yeah, this money pot is a honey pot. They are very compelling stacks of paper. A glance at the fine print.
All disputes fall under the credit provider's local arbitration.
Oh God.
Any further details about the credit provider are nowhere to be found. This is a facade, a translucent mask.
No kidding. So why would the headphone man stop here for the slot, which he took something out of?
Because he is an operand, and this is an astral door. A dead drop operated by a predatory foreign financial entity. The 6 letters flash across your mind. Capitalized, bolded, underlined.
We've seen them plenty of times.
Who else? This credit provider is a limp in-joke from the Empire Sound territoire.
Is Emptor after Yana?
Enemies all the time. The girl's greatest inheritance from Tempo after the free pack a day habit.
I'm gonna peer through the slot before I interact with it in a more intimate manner.
The metal flap creaks open. The gold around the rim is stained with bronze and scuffed with scratches.
What's that inside?
The blade of light catches crimson plastic. A red disc, marked with the words ultravioletta, followed by you but from a dream.
2 of them. I'm not sure he deposited something in here, but he might have taken a disc out to go mess up someone else.
A tensing in your gut as another piece of the Doom puzzle slots into place.
Same as the disc Pseudopod was listening to.
The very same. Still doesn't explain why he wasn't wearing trousers.
If he was trying to become someone else.
You gather your thoughts, staving off the final insight.
Can I reach into this thing?
Unlikely. The slot is too narrow and the chamber within too deep.
So how could he make depositing something in there look like removing something from it? Can I break into this thing?
A quick appraisal reveals 2 heavyweight locks. He'd be here for hours.
Okay, let's break this down. Not that it needs much
Begin
breaking
here.
down.
The weird man in headphones is an MTER operand. That much is clear from this astral door.
No kidding.
Logical succession. Most important part of the job.
So MTER, through the headphone man, gave Pseudopod an ultravioletta disc.
The matching discs cannot be a coincidence. The headphone man and Pseudopod must have made contact.
And if the red disc is working like the Mega Violator when it gets played through an audio device.
Did Pseudopod defect to enter for a disc?
No, I don't quite think that was it. I really don't think he defected. I think he fell into a trap.
So more likely. Music can transcend ideological divides.
No, the red disc. The red disc was a weapon, not some accident.
Red for danger. Red for a bearer of the plague.
True, the red cross is on the doors to mark plague houses. Yeah, I knew it all along. This ultravioletta actually blew Pseudopod's mind?
Anything could have been on that disc. Not necessarily the High Queen of Bluesian electropop.
Although maybe they're actually getting her to do the technical composition part and make the brain-melting stuff work. This might hold for Pseudopod, but why was the headphone guy after Tempo? Because she hadn't listened to a similar disc yet?
Tempo's deal has many levels and many ripples. There is a part of it you don't understand yet.
Because Tempo stole the device from the Empire, right?
The imprinting device. But something else too. Something behind the device.
Is this guy Tempo's enemy or Yana's? Probably doesn't matter. Yana's right in the line of fire. No, this is a good question.
Or yours. The girl hasn't given you the full story, that's for sure.
And we've seen him in a sort of mountain chalet a few years ago.
She's protecting something.
Marco? Well, not me, that much is clear. It can only be the Mega Violator. She's so cagey about it. Well, it could be Marco as well, right?
Something else. Something deeper.
Okay, fine.
Quick fingers of wind pluck the aerotram wires above you.
I need to help Yana to make it up to Tempo. Yana's been playing me from the start. Very possible she works for Enter. I'm not so sure just yet. The kid's pitting the best against the best. Ringside seat to the spy show. Everyone's operating on half-truths here. Yana too. That's how our thing goes.
Your dial's reading closer to 3/4 truth now.
Either way, she needs to tell me exactly what's going on here. And we'll step back from the fake cash point machine thing.
The pompadour man looks expectantly over your shoulder, his gaze alive.
It really zoomed in. Are we going to get jumped from behind?
Danger. Grave. Behind you.
Yep. Ooh, what we got? What's happening right now? Deliberate. I don't think we can do that. Activate evasive maneuvers or inaction. Sometimes with best action. Play dumb. Yeah. Because this seems too obvious, right? Oh god. We could push it. Sure. The music hasn't really picked up just yet. Okay, not good.
No, fuck that. When did staying still ever work out for anyone?
Alright, lunge to the right. We're taking the other option. And get shot too.
Your shoulder thuds with impact. Bones vibrate.
Fucking cameras, man.
A searing pain, blooming in spirals. Then somewhere after, the thunderclap of a gun.
I just got shot, didn't I?
Unfortunately, yes. No mistaking that sensation.
Fort discovered. Tell them we're diplomats. Right. Yeah, look. Claim diplomatic immunity when things go badly. Oh, God. Okay. That's a lot of conspiratorial options screwing over these, right? Is it that one? No, it wasn't. Okay, no, that works with it. But hey, ow.
Second bullet this lifetime.
Look in the direction of the shot. See where it's coming from, where to avoid. Okay. He's got himself a
You
good
lock
position.
eyes with a man in a long coat.
Not the other man.
The eyes are pale blue, water under ice. Around his neck are a large pair of headphones. His face is impassive as he holds a strange gun on you. There's barely enough time for a response.
Wave at him. I know you killed my double. No, we're not going to say that. Head next time, pussy, or make me feel something. I see Party Alley's gone to the dogs.
The man keeps his eyes on you until the last second. Then he ducks and disappears through a metal door to the side of the rooftop.
It's just there. I think we run like fuck before he can come out and get us.
As he goes, you catch a flash of vivid coloured lining on the inside of his coat.
Yeah, but his face is completely different to the other guy.
Slowly, then all at once, the world fades back in. Your shoulder singes. Blood drips a steady rhythm on your fur.
Yeah, I think I need to not go to Yana right now so as to not lead anyone to her, and I should probably go and see a doctor.
You are alone again.
Now, there's a doctor right here who is absolutely terrible. And another one who will have shut up shop for the night. Teenagers run away, I see. I need to get out of here. And probably out of the episode. I'm not going to change clothes because I'm bleeding. Blood's going on this already. Ow. What's this? Anxious. Second favourite bullet wound. Yeah, that's not good. Lasts for 24 hours. Well, we do need to sleep. Fort is currently... Which fort is currently reverted? Oh no! How did I mess this up? Failing a red check? Probably. Okay. Maybe I do want one of these. And obviously Ow. Bang. Yep, we know this. And you've been attacked. It's time for her to explain what's really going on. True. It's also probably too late to go to the doctor, the houseboat, talk about the ghost boat where there's music playing. And probably our young friend Carolina dancing. But hey, I think it's time to end the episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.